it on you.
Yeah, so guys, I just realized I didn't click go live, so we just ranted for no reason. Welcome in to the Fantasy Stock Exchange Expert League, Dynasty League. You guys are laughing because, yeah, I didn't click go live. I didn't think that was something I had to do. Really? Now I got to click go live to go live? This is unbelievable. I schedule it out. Like, what do they want from me? So, you know what? We're live right now. That's fine and dandy. I guess we'll ask it again. Guys, how are you doing? Dweez nuts of your football fantasy. I didn't botch it that time. Get wrecked. And Danny of FSE. How are you guys doing today?
Doing bloody fantastic. How about you?
Fantastic. Dwayne, I'll let you go into a 20-minute rant. Go.
Who is it? Who, me?
Yeah. You're on the spot. Anything you want. Go.
I'm drinking heavily. This is beer number 4 of the day here at noon on what day of the week is it? Doesn't fucking matter. I'm going to take a couple of shots right before my pick so that I can make sure it's the right pick. I don't play fantasy football sober. Never have. Haven't done it in 20 years. So if I don't start drinking, Lord only knows what will happen.
Only the true experts can handle a draft while not being sober. So that you just
No. I can't handle a draft sober anymore. I've never done it sober. Like if I don't get drunk, I'm taking fuck knows who at the 105. I might trade it to you, Danny, for whatever bullshit you offered me yesterday.
Yeah, a spot in Danny's pyramid scheme. So, guys, welcome into our draft. We've got a lot of people that are maybe going to be rotating in and out of this draft. A lot of big names in here. Notorious Fantasy, Fantasy Suits. We got guys from the Dynasty Trades. We've got the BDGE boys. We got a couple of them. We got Climb the Pocket and Bootleg Fantasy. We got all of our FSE guys. Dwayne, you a part of that, as well as your channel as well. Do you have anything you want to quick plug real quick before we start?
For me? Yeah. Go visit www.theadventuresoffamilyman.com because Dweez Nuts isn't just a drunken asshole. He's also an expert in marriage and parenting advice.
There you go. Look at that. You guys get a little special taste of life. So I just want to quickly run through basically the entire draft real quick before we start. There was some magic happening. There was. So I'll kind of try and expand this to kind of show you guys what the hell was going on. A lot of trades down here. Our pick, it's been moved a lot. Well, why? It's because we have 3 first-round picks. Now, what the hell were we doing? I'm not going to answer that question. That's for you guys to kind of figure out and decide. But I know that we put out a lot of effort in getting a lot of high capital. We don't have very much in the future. None, actually. But we got those 3 first-round picks. We're excited. Any moves you guys made you're excited about? Not you, Dwayne.
Of course. I made one fucking trade that I was jacked about. I traded a bunch of bullshit late round picks to pick up the 107. And then some douchebag commissioner decided just because the asshole that offered it to me was drunk that we should revoke the trade. I believe.
Snacks get bodied. Welcome to the live, Snacks. You just got absolutely squared.
There's some bullshit. If you hit the button, you hit the button, man. That's how fantasy football works.
That's
reasonable.
And Tyler, I blame him less than I blame you. You're the asshole that hit the revoke button, okay?
Whoa. You know what? That actually hurts me because I genuinely was trying to keep things fair and keep things even. And I think bodying him was kind of something I was recommending. But then, Danny really just got into my head and was like, Tyler, you got to revoke that. So I pinned it on Danny because always find a scapegoat, 100%. Every time you can find a scapegoat. Guys,
while we're on the topic, let me ask you guys your opinion of trade oversight in a league. Is this something that you believe in as a general rule, or are you just like, hey, we trust you to do the right thing, and if you fuck up, then it's your fuck up? What's your stance?
My take on it personally is when a trade's made and like maybe we don't think the value is close, whatever. Not my discretion. What I say is, are both sides fully satisfied? I want to make sure, okay, maybe there wasn't a misclick, maybe nothing like awful happen here. If both sides are satisfied, both sides are sure, okay, yeah, I want to do this, we're pushing that through. Unless there's evidence of clear collusion, you should never revoke a trade. Obviously, in that situation, Snack's like, oh, wait, I didn't realize, like I misclicked, whatever. That's when it becomes a little more, okay, you got to have a conversation about it. But as soon as both sides say, you know what, we're good with this value, this is fair, I mean, I think anything really should be pushed through at that point.
If the government wants 2 forms of identification, I need 2 forms of verification on a trade. Welcome in Rumboys Fantasy. We love you. Welcome in Electric Drizzle. He could. Where's Lucas? That's a good fucking question. Keep it PG. That's a good question. Lucas is meeting his grandmother today. He's getting flowers. He's doing a great thing right now. And I'm making the picks, which is a bad thing for him. So if you guys don't know, I already have 3 first-round picks. Guys, can we start this draft?
Yeah, let me jump at the Rum Boys real fast. I got a little bit of beef with the Rum Boys, okay?
Look, all right.
I found out through a back channel somewhere a couple of weeks ago that they were hosting a beer pong fantasy tournament.
Yep.
I did the invite, and I want to say it here so everybody can hear it. There is nobody on the internet that drinks and talks football better than I do. So I'm a little pissed that I didn't fucking get invited to the beer pong fantasy tournament. Okay, let's fix that error next time, Rum Boys.
I kind of got finesse on some rules there.
Shut up! You got beat. Shut up. The commission absolutely ran this kid.
The way we play is if you sink it in the same cup, you get balls back, and 2 cups are gone. That's how we always play. Apparently, they're saying, "Oh, if you sink a cup, you take it out immediately." No, like you wait until the end of the turn. That's how you always play beer pong. So then I got finesse. I got a lost turn. Ended up getting onto 1 cup by then, and like I had no chance at that point. I sunk all my shots and ended up making it a 1v1 at the end. But like I got finesse out of a full turn where I could really turn the pressure on. Yeah.
The problem with beer pong is that literally everybody that plays has a different set of rules. And if you don't fucking write them down before you start the tournament, all bets are off.
Yeah. So we do have some sort of a job to get done today, I guess. Laying out the expert league. So I'll quickly talk about the first pick. It's Christian McCaffrey. Nick told me his pick the second he got the 101 in a random draw that you guys saw on the live as well. Nick told me what his pick was, so this is zero surprise to me. And then, wow, the next pick off is Saquon Barkley. You guys' thoughts on those 2?
Not surprised at all. I've seen Barkley going before CMC in a few spots, and it's hard to argue, to be honest.
That's true. So, Dino Madman's up, but he could be sleeping at the wheel. We have no idea. I'm not going to ask those questions. Those are tough questions. He also has 9 minutes, so it's like maybe I should get less judgmental. I don't know.
No, never.
Be
you, brother. As awful as you might be sometimes, just
yeah. All right.
Yeah, he's not even logged into Sleeper. I don't know. Somebody needs to add his ass real quick.
All right. Well, shit. Now I gotta be hero. By the way, Electric Drizzle. I'm probably not saying that right. I'm not really hip with the kids. The thumbnail is fire. I appreciate that. I spent way too much time on that. But yes, it is fantastic. Dwayne, you're Tom Hanks, which I'm like, there's no way in hell you're not the drunken baseball coach, Jim Dugan. You absolutely love it.
Yes.
So that was an easy plug. I was going to put myself there, and I'm like, come on, what am I doing? Like, what am I doing? I'm sleeping at the wheel here. No way in hell I'm going to do that. So, yeah, I put you as him. Danny, I'm pretty sure you're a glove. That was kind of an easy fit.
Yeah, you couldn't be Hank. You're a child, Tyler. You're not allowed.
That's true. Well, I got that picture of you drinking, and I'm like, well, shit. I mean, come on. The guy. I mean, people are going to say, Tyler, you've never seen that movie if I don't put you as it. So, which is fair. Because I have. It's fantastic. Cross your fingers or you'll never get a hit in your life at a graveyard. That's just what happens. You know how long I did that as a kid? So long. I played baseball for 10 years. It's haunting for me. Graveyards are scary places.
Is 10 years a long time for something?
Well, not for you. What are you, like 54 or something?
I'm up there, baby. You can judge by the rings, the bald rings on the top of my head, just how old I am. I'm like a fucking tree.
All right, so anyone
Who's he going here? Who's he going with at 3? Who would you guys pick at 3?
At 3, it's Patrick Mahomes, and I'm not looking back.
Dude, wouldn't it be phenomenal? Dude, how great it would be if we got just a fantastic fall into our lap.
By the way, Tyler, me and Noah just made a trade. Can you push it through, please?
Oh yeah. You know you're a commissioner too, right, bitch? Jesus.
Yeah, I don't really know how to push it through.
Danny. You scroll all the way down. You go past the league rule changes. You see league activity. You see pending, and then you click process now. Wow,
Okay.
Danny, how was this trade?
This is some real backroom shit. You're really revealing secrets.
We got the 205 and his 6th rounder for our 308, 404, and rookie 2. So we're moving out.
Danny's stacking up on the rookie picks. Me and Lucas are going full send win now.
Oh no, we gave up the rookie 2.
Oh, you gave that up. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we came back into the 2nd round.
Well,
You've got 2 rookie 1s already, don't you, Danny?
Yes, sir.
Well, there you go.
We took out our.
All right,
Tyler,
so,
are you on board with the Mahomes pick at 3 here? Who would you take?
Yeah, I think I'm someone who really loves those running backs. I would feel really uncomfortable in this position right now, and I 100% would trade back. And you know what? I got to send this guy a message because he's 6 minutes in and we haven't seen his face, which is quite sad. Who knows if he thinks we're still doing this? It'd be unfortunate.
There have been messages sent out that this thing was going down. It's on him if he ain't here. Fuck him.
Thank you. I feel like I did an excellent job communicating the live everything. And we hope the few people hanging on, you guys enjoy everything we do today. Or you don't. I don't really know how to change that. It's fine. So Dan has.
Simple. If they're not enjoying it, you tell them, put something in the fucking comments that you want us to do on the air, and we'll do it. We'll play a little truth or dare. Fuck it.
That's fine. So Rumble is absolutely bodying Danny already. Elbows on the table. What's up, Danny? Come on, figure it out. That's number 1. And Tyler will be featuring soon. You're damn right. I don't know what for, but we'll figure it out. I'm not worried. So I'm pretty sure the auto pick's going to be Michael Thomas. I don't like that. I don't like that before the quarterbacks.
You guys don't ascribe to the wide receivers king in a dynasty format?
My thing to me. Wait, sorry, what were you saying?
You don't ascribe to the concept that wide receiver is king in a dynasty format?
I'm good.
My thing is that, okay, don't get me wrong. Michael Thomas can be fantastic for a while. Like, he's definitely worth a 1st-round pick for me. But the way I look at it, I mean, I was going through my top 30 dynasty wide receivers, and literally, honestly, the top 30 wide receivers in dynasty this year are fringe wide receiver 1-2s, in my opinion. Like, you got a guy like Robert Woods, who's down at like 25, 26. He could easily finish as a wide receiver 1. So, like, the way I look at it, I'm like, stack up on your quarterback, stack up on your running backs in the first few rounds. You can get those good value receivers in the meat rounds of your drafts and be completely fine. So, although Michael Thomas is going to be fantastic, I would rather grab a top running back, top quarterback, and then reevaluate, maybe getting like a Terry McLaurin, Robert Woods, someone like that, maybe in the round 5, round 6, round 7 area.
I have a question. If I texted someone you're up in the draft and I was quickly doing it and I didn't do the form of your, do they have the right to correct me after I saved them getting into the league?
Yeah, of course, always.
You always got to correct.
If you look like an idiot in print, you need to be called out. Always.
I'm really glad he took Madman took the time to correct me on that while I was quickly sending him a text. That is very sad.
Not in here, though.
We're teaching you the proper grammar, Tyler.
Yeah.
Whatever. Dwayne, what do you want for your pick?
What?
What do you want for your pick?
What do I want for my pick? I told you what I want for my pick.
Yeah, well, I want a hug for your pick.
I give great hugs. I'm always hard, but I give great hugs.
Well, I have the 109 still, and now that that's my lowest pick, I'm a little bit more flexible to move off of it.
I will take your 109. I will take your 4th round. I will take your 7th, and I'll give you a 10 back.
The 4th round needs to stay. That's my next pick after these first. We're going to go so long without a pick.
Yeah. Well, I'll take 5 and 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I gotta get Notorious in here. He's got to talk his pick.
Yeah. How do I get in here? Let's go.
I got to do this first. But why is he not in here?
Was that you shutting me down for your 5th and 6th then?
Oh, geez. I got to figure out how to get him in here.
Jesus.
Am I missing it? Nick, I feel very, very, very bad that I have no idea how to get you in here.
So once he's invited, he'll show up at the bottom, and then you just click add to stream.
Well, yeah, I just don't see him. I just saw a message.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, okay. He just said never mind. Okay, thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick, for that. You're a monster. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, I gotta.
He just leaves. Yeah, that's really depressing. All right. Well,
You giving me that 5-6 or what?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Shit. I guess I'm going into to do that right now. I'm sorry. I got distracted. What can I say? Hey. What can I say? That's a Led Zeppelin song. Give me an album. Oh shit.
Give me the Doors instead. I'm a Doors guy over Zeppelin.
That is fantastic. I absolutely love the Doors. Jim Morrison is my favorite lead of all time. Fantastic guy.
Of all time,
Dwayne, you're not gonna bully me.
Daltrey's a better lead than Morrison.
Not a fan. Not a huge fan. I'll say that. I'm not.
You don't like the Who? What's wrong with the Who?
Well, it's not that I devalue them. I appreciate what they did.
It's a little xenophobic there.
What was that?
It's a little xenophobic there.
How so?
That means you don't like foreigners.
That's not true. I'm a Zeppelin fan. Come on. I'm a Floyd fan. Floyd's my number one band.
Yeah, Floyd's pretty sweet.
And I'm not like, oh man, dude, I love The Wall. Or I love Dark Side of the Moon. Like, that's not me. No, Animals is my favorite album by far. Fantastic album. And if you don't, oh shoot, I sent it the wrong way. 1 second. If you don't appreciate Animals as an album, then I can't be your friend.
I got the shirt. I have the album shirt.
It's fantastic. Dwayne, I sent you something. Do I listen to what you say? Do I listen to what you want? Hell no. Come on. Who am I? I'm an absolute rebel. So Madman is ticking down to the final seconds. Time's up. He took Zeke. Oh, Danny just got absolutely sniped. Unbelievable.
I don't even have a first round pick.
Danny's crying right now. Thought Zeke was going to fall to him, huh?
Why doesn't Sleeper have a counter offer button?
Yeah, that's
I know, right?
But I guess you're just going to have to resend it. It's unfortunate for you.
I got time. What the fuck am I doing? I got time.
That's true. Yeah, you're good. Ah, gosh. Now I got to see. You know what? If you guys listened to the live, or you listened to me as someone who's talking and communicating this stuff to you guys would know that we're going to bump this up from 10 minutes very quickly. Dan, did you just do another trade? Oh, he sent it. He sent it in this.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna put it on my story so people can funnel in. Edit profile.
Oh, wow. So the next pick was still not a quarterback.
Wow.
Dwayne, I don't know. I see.
So how badly do you want that fucking quarterback here? You want to try again on that offer?
Listen, I know Barnett's not picking a quarterback. That my concern was bootleg, and he didn't do it. So honestly, I'm sitting pretty.
What are you looking for this pick?
I just need some. I need some mid-round madness here.
All right. What about our twos for your pick and then your 4?
What do you mean your two? What are your twos? Do you have
so
two?
We have the 205 and the 207. So you'd be jumping up 2 rounds and then jumping back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 10.
So you're trying to take my 4 too. I want more picks than I give up.
What about that 2 in our rookie 1?
Not interested in a rookie one. I don't like rookie ones.
All right.
I think they're wildly overrated.
All right, let me
I value
check
that.
my board here what we can figure out, because we are intrigued. We are interested for sure.
Okay.
I'll give you a few minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you got time. You got time. Don't even worry about it.
Just sit back and watch those offers roll on in, baby.
What about our 205 and 506? So 205 and 506.
Hang on, let me just send you something. I like to look at it. I'm a visual learner.
Go for it.
I'm a visual learner. Fantastic.
Fun fact that the viewers won't really care about. There's a lot of research lately that says the concept of visual versus auditory versus hands-on learner is a crock of shit, and everybody learns the exact same way.
I disagree with that fully.
Of course you do. You fucking coward.
I'm just saying, like, I know growing up, like, there were certain teachers that I just couldn't learn as well from, simply because, like, the way that their style of teaching just didn't work with me, right?
Yeah, but Danny, I'm not telling you that's my opinion. I'm telling you that there's a large body of research in the last few years that points to that.
Sure. Okay. I don't know. I just have a personal like thing with it because I know a lot of teachers like try to hammer it the same way sometimes, and like I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm just too personal with it.
That's fair.
But yeah, let me know what you're thinking about that deal.
Yeah, I'm sending you one right now.
Let me
look at it. Yeah, I want something like that.
Let me see what I can do here.
Can I get some communication for the audience on what the hell you're doing?
I sent him my where'd it go? I sent him my 10. Where the fuck? Everybody's fucking sending offers in right now. Hang on.
Here.
Everyone knows what the hell's going on right now.
I'll do that if it's our 7 instead of our 6. So you said the 2, the 5, and the 6 for the 1 and the 9. I'll do that if it's the 2, the 5, and the 7 for the 1 and the 9.
Don't do it. Come on.
Let me look at this other offer. I was also just offered. Wait a minute. I was offered a 2 and 9 and you're offering me 2, 5, 7 for 1 and a 9, right?
Yeah.
2, 5, 7. That's what we have. Yeah, send it over. Send it over. We'll make it happen.
We'll do it. Pleasure doing business.
Sure. I'm gonna decline this other one though. I don't like this other one.
It'd be funny if you
was
let
it Noah?
You decline that too.
Yeah, I got one. I got one from Noah. Is that your partner or something?
No.
Yeah. Whenever you see a low ball, you know it's from Noah. Shout out Noah.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Well, Danny's clearly calling up to get Michael Thomas. That feels like the easy move.
Obviously.
I don't know. I feel like if this certain guy is in my lap, there's no way in hell I'm gonna move it. I mean, I'll listen to offers. I'll let someone blow me good for the pick, but I'm not gonna move off of it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Now I got to make sure I pick the right 2, 5, 7, 1, 9. Right? 2, 5, 6.
Yeah, the 205, the 506, and the 706.
You can have your boy.
Perfect. Pleasure doing business.
Jesus, why? Why'd you let him back? We were so happy not having him in the first.
I don't. I'm not a big fan of the early quarterback here, and
for me, it's just Patrick Mahomes, man.
Yeah.
Like,
it's understandable.
Right. There we go. Danny's now on the clock. Congratulations, Danny. You weaved and dealed. You dined and dashed, as the kiddos say. I'm making up terms on the spot, guys. Don't even worry about me.
I'm a believer that you win these things in the middle rounds.
Fully agree.
So firm believer you win it with 3 first-round picks. That's just my thoughts.
You might just.
That's a take. Let's see what old Barnetti does here.
Oh, this was your pick. You traded it out. It's this Barnett kid, huh?
Oh, there he is. Here he is. The Nick Notorious Fantasy.
Hello, friends.
Guess who's back? It's Nick.
Beer number 5, guys.
Hey, cheers up.
Let's get at her.
all alone she was living. All right. Nick.
Who does Noah think I am sending me these trades, Noah? Who do you think I am?
Yeah, I know, right? Let's get him in here. I'm gonna fucking message this guy. We'll get him in.
Nick,
No.
I have to ask this. Why did it take you a minute and 54 seconds to send your trade, to send your pick?
Because I didn't want to pick instantly in case everyone wasn't ready.
No, but that would have been
That's
so
so
hilarious.
That's
Could
so
you imagine
thoughtful.
that power move?
Yeah, but I mean, I've known I wanted Christian McCaffrey for like whenever we random this, like months ago.
I know.
It's a hot
I
take.
said it on live. I said the second we what is it? The second we established the order.
Yeah, Nick. Once I saw fucking Mahomes there, I'm like, there's no way I can't go up for him. Like, he's just, man, I don't know. Maybe I'm too infatuated, but fuck.
One of the
don't
guys
feel-
on the show yells at me every time he gets a chance. He yells at me about emotions. I'm too emotional of a player, and he tells me get my fucking emotions out of it if I ever want to win. He's not wrong.
Yeah. I've seen Dwayne cry every time we've done a live stream. So you know what? Props on you. He's an emotional man. He gets sensitive. So you know that's valuable though.
It's the tequila.
Nick, do you have any plans coming up? Not like life plans, but like plans in this draft of moving up potentially?
No, probably not. To be honest with you, I'm good where I'm at. I don't really like moving all around in the trade or in the draft. You know, gets in my head. So I just sit here and I know what I want to do, and I'm going to do it.
That's reasonable.
See that I'm the exact opposite. Whenever I'm on whenever you see a draft board that I'm in, you will see that most of my picks aren't made at my original spot. Because whenever I see the value on the board versus the value I feel like I can get, I'll take a trade. Like if someone's offering me and I view a player that can get later on in a similar tier, I'll take the value every time. So like, I don't know, it's completely different strategies. Obviously, like you can just stay there, take your guy. But a lot of times I just look at it, okay, where's the end of the tier? If I'm at the top of the tier and I feel comfortable with a similar guy like a round or two later, like I will take the value.
So I may be in the well, shit. I mean, come on. So I've got the 3 straight picks right after this one. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I've got a long laundry list of people I want to grab for my team. From Lucas. Lucas is sending me trade or just text or who to grab selections. And the fact that Lucas is downing me is making me really kind of sad inside. So you know what, Lucas, this one's for you. I got you. Come on, believe in me. Believe in the Shield or whatever. That was WWE. LOL.
It's the lack of life experience he's concerned about, buddy.
Yeah, Tyler's
That
like
hurts
12.
me. I am. I'm like 13. I'm like 14 tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
We should take birthday shots.
I'm just
For
kidding.
sure.
Yeah, shot of apple juice for Tyler.
I watched.
Hey Nick, how old are you?
20.
Can you drink?
I watched
Okay.
when you guys were doing the NFL draft live stream, and
Uh-huh.
and I don't know who it was that got the idea, but somebody got the idea that anytime Danny mentioned his big board, y'all should
Yeah.
drink. And here's Tyler just fucking chugging Gatorade, and my wife and I just laughed at you, man. Like that's hard to watch. I
I was
hope God
drinking
it was
my
more than just Gatorade, but
I'm sorry, I can't drink, and I definitely can't do it on stream. So
That's why it's nice to be 20 in Canada.
yeah, I'm Danny. I'm 18. I'm in Canada. I can drink. Number 2 on the big board.
Isn't it 19 in Canada?
Yeah, I'm 20.
Yeah, whatever. Kid's a child. Anyways, yeah, no, Danny, you're mentioned a good bit in my Nick interview. We have a question in there. It's 2 words and a question mark at the end. It's CD Lamb, and Nick kind of just let Nick roll with it.
CD Lamb.
That's
Hey,
the only.
let me-
Speaking of interviews, guys,
Oh yeah, Nick, you forgot to send me the clip of when CD Lamb got picked by the Cowboys. So I was gonna clip it and fucking post it on Twitter.
Oh, I can go find it. We saying something?
That was the funniest shit I've ever seen. Like my
Hey,
face turned like
What?
tomato.
Yeah.
What's up?
You got a nice little following going on YouTube. Tell me a little bit about how you did that.
Pretty
How long
much.
did
It was just, obviously the interview is going to come out with Tyler eventually, probably like in a month. But what I did is I just made a bunch of, like this last summer, all I did was I sat there and I made a bunch of videos every day just literally all mock drafts because that's what people were looking for, and it was getting a lot of views, and that's how I gained the subscribers. Just making 3 mock drafts every day from like July until now.
You got Lamar Jackson.
Let's go. We got Michael Thomas. We got holy shit. We got Lamar.
Well, you got you got triple back to back. Jeez. If you wanted to hear, like obviously you wouldn't take like I know you're lower on Dalvin. If this was me, you could go freaking Dalvin, Lamar, and like Michael Thomas, and not look back.
Dude, I got the easiest picks.
I would take Lamar, Kyler, and a running back.
Oh my gosh. Oh, dude. I'll be full disclosure with this. I was looking to trade up. I was looking to move one of my later picks just to move up a slot to get Lamar, and I didn't have to do that, dude. That's fantastic. My team is going to be good. Please tell me that those 3 first-round picks didn't work out. Someone try and say that with a straight face.
Time will tell, brother. Hey, Tyler, practice professionalism, man. Maintain exposure. People are watching this.
Yeah, Tyler flipped out like a little girl.
Dude, I lost it. Are you kidding me? You know how fantastic this is fantastic. I'm losing my shit over here. I feel like I have the right to do so.
Get on the phone with your co-owner. Talk about these picks because I'm more interested right now in what Nick has to say. You were saying a bunch of mock drafts, and it just kind of worked. How many subscribers are you up to?
Right now, 3.7 thousand.
That's fucking
This is
badass, dude. And it all and most of that just came out of doing a bunch of fucking mocks, huh?
Yeah, in the summer, I went from literally in August, I had 100, and then by the end of August, I had 1,000.
What the heck? Hopefully, we can see that for May.
And then it grows like slower after that. Now it's going slow, but it'll go much faster once we hit. Say that we need to hope the season happens. If the season doesn't happen, then, or at least if it starts later, I assume the growth might be slower because people won't be as likely to start watching fantasy videos in July. But then September will be the big month instead of August if the league starts in October. So pretty much all you got to do is just post. I just posted as much as I could while working. That's just all I did.
Content, baby. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good shit. Look at him. He is on the phone. He's muted himself so he can't hear his plans. He knows he's got the next 3 picks, right? Nobody can fucking step in and snipe his picks.
Yeah, unless he's gonna move up and with LQ and make another pick 4 in a row. I don't know what he'd have to trade to do that. Probably like his butthole or something to get that pick.
Right.
But
I don't think he'd be against it.
Tyler does not seem to be against doing something like that.
Legitimately, just finished a rookie draft, and one of the guys in my rookie draft, he traded Justice Hill, next year's 3rd, and a dick pic to get Darren Waller.
I'm not opposed to that either. I would love to get a dick pic in my offer. If Noah sent me a picture of his dick, I might have accepted that trade.
Nice.
I fucking wish.
I've sent some of those without getting a pick back. Hey, what's going on?
Did you fuck up that first pick? You fucked up that first pick, brother.
No, I didn't.
There's no way you meant to take Joe goddamn Mixon there, did you?
Oh yeah, no, I did. We're setting it in an order because Lucas and me wanted to brag about getting Lamar at the 109.
I like being in a league where Joe Mixon goes at the 108. I feel good about my chances.
Well, shit. It's the 107. We were gonna take him at the 109, but it's about saying that we got Lamar that late. It's hilarious.
I like my chances in a league where Joe Mixon goes ahead of Dalvin Cook. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I like.
Yeah, well, Tyler likes guys that don't get hurt, and so do I. So.
Big facts.
LQ get hurt for free.
He hasn't missed a ton of time, but he plays hurt.
He does.
I wonder if I go Lamar. I know it's a super flex, but man, I mean, I guess no one's bought into his value. I don't know what to do.
know what to do. He's fallen all the way to 9 here.
He has chicken legs, so be scared.
So we basically got the number 1 wide receiver, the number 1 quarterback, and we got like the number 4 running back, in my opinion.
You got the number 11 running back. Let's be real.
The number 11, dude. He's got a revamped offense. Let's go. I'll take Clyde Edwards-Helaire was productive with Joe Burrow. I think Joe Mixon can get it done.
Yes, because SEC defenses and NFL defenses are the same.
Well, look at that division. I mean, you got Baker running the show in Cleveland. No, I'm joking. I have nothing to say. That division's defenses are incredible. But
Godwin,
I still really like Mixon.
There we go. Snacks is really about to get Dalvin here. Snacks is probably freaking nut in a storm right now.
Jeez, I could have traded up with LQ just for fun.
I'm pretty sure Snacks has Dalvin as his RB 3 or 4. So like getting him here.
That's a pretty appropriate valuation, I think.
Yeah,
I think I have him at
that's
5. Like that
normal.
range is close for me.
If he fell out of the first round, I would be very surprised. Even with the injury concern, like you have to pick him. You just have to.
Oh no, like I'm taking him regardless. He's a top 7 player for me in my opinion. I mean, when you take in the super flex, obviously, but like still, he's a top 5 running back. The 3, 4, 5, obviously 1 and 2, McCaffrey, Barkley, that order. For me, I have it right now: Zeke 3, Kamara 4, and Cook 5. But all those guys, literally, I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, though, the running. Oh, sorry, you can go. Sorry.
What do you guys think about, speaking of running backs, what do you guys think about Nick Chubb? I mean, like, I have a hard time buying in to Nick Chubb right now, but I see him going 5 all over the place.
Let me see where I have him right now.
I love Chubb.
He is my 7.
Okay.
The thing with Chubb, the way I look at it, obviously, like when you're buying into him, you know, like the passing volume in general isn't going to be there right now with Hunt there. He's still going to get 30, 35 catches, but when you look at what he does on the ground game, they add Stefanski. I mean, he had over 1,400 rushing yards just last year. They add Stefanski. He should be in the top 5 for league in rushing. And surely his goal line success can increase to any degree. Because, I mean, what we saw last year was just abysmal on the goal line. They added Jedrick Wills, Jack Conklin, and a Stefanski run scheme. I really think that Chubb could honestly end up being a top 5 back.
My concern is all about that goal line work. He was so there were 30 backs in the league that with more than like 8 or whatever carries inside the 5 that had a better conversion rate than he. That's fucking bad. And like in a normal situation, I might agree and say, hey, it's got to go up from there. But they got another running back on that team that could do it. So yeah, if Chubb can't, maybe he just won't get any shots. No, and I know his yardage and his big plays make up a lot for that, but like it's just so hard for me to look at a guy and say, you know what, his touchdown numbers are going to be limited to what he can break from outside the 10 and say anywhere near top 5. But I mean, I see him going high as shit all over.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at it, right? I think Nick actually, Ercolano put out a stat the other day. Nick Chubb had 15 carries inside the 5-yard line last year and had negative 14 yards.
Yeah.
Like
the only other guy with more than 8 touches inside the 5 with 0 yards or less was Frank Gore. That's the only other guy.
That's crazy. Yeah, hopefully again, that's just a product of having Greg Robinson on your offensive line. I mean, they really like bolstered the line, in my opinion, during the offseason, obviously with Conklin and with Jedrick Wills. So we'll definitely see what happens. I mean, we saw the transition with the Vikings. I mean, they went from a really porous unit to you get Stefanski's offense really rolling. Like that run game, that run blocking scheme last year really showed up for Dalvin Cook. So hopefully Chubb can see a similar rise.
Yep. Hey, I love that turn. Who's Jay Lee?
That's clock management.
Yeah.
Who?
Hopefully we can get Bush on quick.
Clock management.
Yeah, I think that was a nice little turn there. Dalvin at the 12, and Jacobs for whatever he is, like one of those guys at least will be healthy in a given week, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I kind of milked the clock just a touch bit. I knew who I was going to grab, and I kind of just want to sit around for a little bit. LQ. I'm not going to say that on the live, but I'll agree to it. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yes, sir. I agree.
Yeah, well, Danny doesn't. Danny is
that's not nice.
But hey, no worries. We love him. Mom's making a grocery list.
What won't you say live? Titties?
Yeah, Tyler's afraid of saying titties because he has some.
Fun.
Yeah, hey, big facts right there.
Yeah. Fun story. We have 2 small children, and after the second one got done sucking my wife's tits, they disappeared. My wife went from a decent rack to I've got bigger tits than she does right now, and it's a sore point in our marriage. We're having counseling about it. So LQ bringing that shit up really hurts, touches home, and I don't appreciate it.
Jesus.
Fucking breastfeeding, man.
LQ, if you're fucking watching this, that means you're not looking at your DMs. You need to get on that because I'm trying to get a trade going.
Ooh. And Noah's on. What's this guy gonna do? Yeah, I knew for a fact Noah was taking freaking Kyler there.
Someone was gonna have to. I mean, you're gonna probably end up getting fucking your guy.
Yeah,
Is that
maybe,
Noah's
who knows?
first
He's
pick?
stoked.
CD Lamb's still on the board, so.
Yeah, that's Noah's first pick. It's Kyler.
Yeah, well, CD Lamb's still on the board. CD Lamb, so that means Danny's probably going to get him with ease. Good for you.
No doubt.
Do we have any crazy things that's happened so far in this draft that we're like, what the fuck's going on? Can we explain the Alex?
Hopkins caught me off guard.
Hopkins is my 102. I will say that in the wide receiver position, not in like a real draft. Like, come on, jeez.
What the fuck?
Notorious, just absolutely.
Oh, LQ, look at me, buddy. If you're still watching this live, I could have sent you value that was going to be remarkably better than what you just did there, because that was an oopsies. That must have been oopsies. LQ, that was definitely an oopsies. We did not like that at all.
There's a lot of hate for Derrick Henry, but like another thing that I don't necessarily get.
Well,
But the way I look at
he's not gonna. What if he's not on the Titans next year? Then what do you do?
Yeah, that's the problem for me.
Yeah, but what if?
I mean,
so like I think in a dynasty startup draft, like most of my decisions come based on this year. I want him to fucking win this year. Like I get that he might be gone next year, and maybe he'll go on a timeshare contract situation somewhere, but I want him this year. Like. Fuck the future. I'll deal with the future in the future.
Look at
the way I look at it, though, I mean, in terms of value, like you could have traded down, maybe gotten Henry, or even honestly, like I could see him having fallen back to you at the 310 if you really wanted him there. So
yeah, you can trade. Yeah, that I get. That makes sense to me. But like, he's still a stud running back, right?
For sure. For sure. The only problem, again, the obviously he's playing on the franchise. We've seen before players of that style in terms of just pure volume, not much in the receiving game. Like they don't last long in terms of their peak, right? So I mean, what if he ends up being RB9, RB10 next year, and then he doesn't have a contract for the year after? So I just feel like a lot of people have that same mindset. So he's like, say you wanted to trade him, he's so hard to trade because nobody really wants to trade for him at this point.
Dwayne,
that's true. I took him in a startup, and I've been trying to move him, and I can't get any kind of value.
It's crazy to me because obviously you look at it like the rookies are gonna get drafted. A lot of people are gonna take the question mark with the rookies, obviously, myself included. But I like Henry. He's a good player. Obviously, if you're trying to win now, you take him. Like he'll give you RB5 to RB10 type success this year. Production this year, but I just don't know about his outlook long term, especially with that contract situation.
Dwayne, how the hell did you get my number 2 pick? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Did you give it to Danny? Did I get it from him and from Danny? I got it from Danny in that.
Yeah. So I gave you the 205, the 506, and the 605. So you got that pick from the deal.
That's right. Because the Barnett, I gave him the. No, I didn't give Barnett at my 2. Did I? Man, what?
You did. You gave him like your 2, 3, and 4 for his 1 and like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, every time someone sends me a trade, one of the picks just happens to be Tyler's in there because he sent so many trades.
With the trade down with Barnett, I got Tyler's picks and then I ended up trading them to Dwayne and then to Noah.
This is the only league I care about. Don't even worry about it.
I like LQ's advice here. He posted in the comments. He says, "Go get your guys." Like.
Agreed.
You know, you might get talk shit to if you pick somebody at the beginning of a round that should have gone at the end, but you're right, LQ. I'm with you, man. If you got a guy that you love, fuck the world. 92% of all fantasy players are losers anyway, so why listen to everybody else?
Yeah. Also, Derrick Henry's not going to the Rams. Can you breathe? Look at me. You got Cam Akers. Got a good back. Breathe.
He's coming to Miami. Come on. Everyone knows that.
Geez, come on.
We're going to pay him too much money because we're stupid.
Yeah, and then we're going to give him a weird number, like number 74 or something, because we just don't know how to function our numbers. Tua at 1 as a 1, really? How to not get Tyler to buy your jersey? Like, I hate that number. That's so dumb.
I like the 1, honestly. I think it's
of course you do. Jeez.
It looks great on the throwbacks. It looks shit on like our normal jersey.
Truth, because it's not big enough. Toxic behavior, Tyler. Hey, you're not getting Derrick Henry. You need to sit here and you need to take a breather. get a scotch going, sit in a leather chair and just reevaluate your life. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So Barnett's not active. I just want to quickly say that. Thoughts? After he took DeAndre Hopkins and botched that pick, he traded up for DeAndre Hopkins, a guy who he could have traded back for. Thoughts?
No, he'll be here.
Hopkins is in a pretty good situation in Kingsbury's offense.
He is, but there's with no OTAs or none of that stuff. I am kind of worried about the rapport between him and Murray early. I mean, obviously next year that'll be completely wiped out.
Except that the only counter argument I'll make there is Hopkins has played with a cadre of shit quarterbacks that have stepped in Houston, and he's been wildly successful with all of them. I don't know that a guy like that, who's just always open or pushing himself open, has a big issue with timing or relational connection with his quarterback.
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily think he needs the connection, but I think he would look much better with if they're on the same page, because you can literally throw the ball anywhere within like a 3-foot radius of the guy and he'll catch it.
Again, my problem with Hopkins, obviously, like I think we're all in agreement that we wouldn't take him over Michael Thomas, easily. But my thing with Hopkins though is when you're talking fantasy, Hopkins is a win now type asset, right? Mm-hmm. Hopkins is going to a new team this offseason. Obviously, with COVID, they're not going to have the offseason program. Everything's going to be delayed. They're not going to be able to develop that rapport. So, I mean, the thing with Hopkins is I don't think he has wide receiver overall one or two type upside this year, simply because he's not going to have that rapport early on. Now, I think he's going to be top 5 this year? I do. But I don't see him having like an Adams or a Thomas or a Hill type upside with just being the number 1 overall player at the position. So that's my problem with Hopkins. Now, if we're talking him in the mid-second, I'm fully on board. I mean, you grab that guy, okay, whatever. You want to take the wide receiver early, I'm perfectly fine with that. I just personally can't take him over even Godwin too. Like I'm a Godwin fan. I think they're going to produce the same, except you're getting Godwin at a younger age. So
the argument
I like Hopkins as a player, though.
The only argument I make about what you said is Hopkins being a win now kind of guy. Like Hopkins is the same age as Michael Thomas. I think people think he's older, but they're both 27 years old. They got years and years. They got 5 years left at peak performance. Like he's a win now and later kind of guy.
Yeah.
I just meant that in like comparison to like a Godwin, because Godwin's like the age on him. Obviously, like out of those win now assets, I just think that Thomas and Hill provide more upside in terms of this year.
Yeah,
that's my thing. Again, Hopkins is a great receiver. Like if you're talking talent in the NFL, Hopkins may very well be the best overall talent at the position. I mean, you got him, you got Julio, you got Thomas overall. But yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the value, but I mean, hey, if that's your guy, if he's your favorite receiver, I mean, go nuts. Yeah,
and Devontae Adams to pair with. Look at that. That's a wide receiver guy for you.
Wide receiver 1 and 2. Everyone thought last season.
Jeez, Barnett, man. You know what? I'm gonna give him this. He is getting creative with this, and he must be having fun. Because, geez, what?
You don't like Adams? I think Adams is
not to pair with Hopkins. I think if you get that elite wide receiver, I don't touch that position for a long time. I mean, maybe that's just me. But when I get that, normally I don't even do it. Normally I don't go with that elite 1 wide receiver. But when it's, after I take 1, I kind of wait to address that position. The running backs fly off too quickly. And we still have only 3 quarterbacks off the board. Just want to say that.
Yeah, I was going to point that out because in the startup I did like a few days ago, there were 6 that went in the first 2 rounds, and I'm not sure if that's even going to happen in this.
Well, it will, because Danny's going to just trade up and get every single quarterback imaginable. Dak Prescott, he's going to be a number 1 quarterback this year.
So
maybe put an offense.
I'm on the clock here. I'm not going to trade this away, so I'm not going to waste a lot of time waiting for offers to come in or anything. I just want to talk through it real quick for you guys. Just because that's why people fucking tune into this shit, right?
Yeah, to hear what you're
saying. My pick here, look, I traded away from the Patrick Mahomes pick. I don't love taking a quarterback early, but the fact that Danny traded me this pick makes me want to take a quarterback in honor of him right now. And I agree with you 100%, brother. Dak Prescott is top 3 fucking value right now, and he's my dynasty quarterback, bro.
I love that. I love that.
That's who we wanted. We wanted to pair Mahomes and
no
Dak.
Shit. I think I knew that. Yeah, you're too loud about your Cowboy love.
I mean, if you didn't pick him here, there's really no way. Even Snacks fucking hates Dallas, and I would be surprised if he didn't pick him. To be honest,
I was like counting my stars, hoping that he fell. So,
so to me, just because of what happened with the Texans receiving core, there's a big drop off, I think, after Dak, because like Russell Wilson has shown some inconsistencies that I don't love. Josh Allen's a great value, but like none of these guys are that top four. I think is going to be a solid top four. So I had to take him here. There's plenty of receivers, running backs I could take in 3 picks, but I don't think Dak would have made it there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I was taking him at the 207. Like that was a locked and loaded type deal.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody who's watched the channel knows my love for Dak, obviously, both as a Cowboys fan. But even like from a fantasy perspective, I mean, that offense is going to be absolutely explosive, absolutely dynamite.
For years.
Yeah. To me, Dak is the QB3 in Dynasty. You can make the argument for Kyler. I really think, although we don't want to admit it because we want to put Watson and Wilson to the tier with them, the more I look at it, I'm like, after those top two, there's a clear drop off, in my opinion, after Dak and Kyler. And that's just how I personally view it. Now,
agreed.
I know that might be the minority type view on it because a lot of people are like, oh, what about Deshaun Watson? Oh, what about Russell Wilson? But I just look at it in terms of both age, upside, consistency. Kyler and Dak are the ways to go. So, that's how I have it.
I agree with you 100%.
See what Snacks does here.
We have yet to see any rookies come off the board. I mean, CEH, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly thought he would get picked earlier than he has been. But
no,
shouldn't make it out of the round, right?
Yeah, no way. I just thought he would get picked somewhere where Derrick Henry got picked around there. People have just jumped on him
for sure.
I love it when people take those rookies early because I'm not an early rookie guy. I'll let the rookies go. I don't care who they are.
Neither am I, but that's just where they go. That's what I was saying.
Like if everybody past me wants to take rookies and leave the vets to me, the guys I know can play, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Henry to Ram screenshot. It says LQ. Imagine. I mean, if there's one just bulking presence in the backfield that you don't really care about having a line, it would be Derrick Henry. You just have him run over people.
All right, guys. There may have
Ryan
been.
Tannehill. Oh, what'd you say?
No, go ahead. Go. I want to hear about Ryan Tannehill so much.
They literally paid Ryan Tannehill just to hand him the ball.
Let's go. There it is. Tyler has this pick now. And now look at the magic man working his ways.
Would you move up again?
What'd you do? Just send him a picture of your asshole or something?
Yeah, I did.
He accepted that?
Yes, he did.
What?
Hey,
Snacks is a weird man.
Were you trading
trade? Tell the people.
It was
okay. I traded a 4 and a 7 for this 2 and a 10, which I am plenty okay with.
Easily.
So now I got to get on the horn with Lucas because now I can snipe Danny, and it's fantastic. Time for CeeDee Lamb to come off the board.
Tyler's making calls like he's a real GM or something, thinking he's all cool over there with the shades on. When in reality, his team's going to suck anyways.
He's making calls because he's not allowed to make picks without approval from the boss.
Exactly. Lucas has the whip to him.
Hey, LQ, I'll take a shot bet on that Henry the Rams thing. What do you think?
We got to have another Pong tournament.
Not if I'm not invited.
We're getting you in, bro. That's the whole thing why I asked.
I never heard from Rum Boys after calling them out. They just fucking ignored me.
Damn. Yeah, I think they were in the chat earlier. You should have called them out.
I did?
Oh, you did?
They just ignored me, fuckers.
What day is it? The 9th? Jeez.
Oh shit! It's my boy's birthday. I'm gonna call him after.
We've been in quarantine for like over 2 months now, which is crazy. Like 2.5 months almost.
Feels good, right?
Yeah, it's weird. I haven't gone to like a real college class in so long.
Are all of you guys students?
Danny, what do you want for Eckler? Because I know you want Eckler. I know Bush does. So, what do you want to do to trade it for Eckler?
Oh,
we have 2 guys in mind, so you can take either or, and we'll take the other.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not going to pick Eckler, too. He was just in your brain. Yeah. He's going to pick Chubb. It's so obvious.
Now we'll ask Bush. We'll see what Bush has to say about this. Because I'll sit on the clock the entire time. I'm a badass like that.
He's honestly in the same boat as me. He's like, take one of these 3 people when Dwayne was on the clock. So like, we're one of them's going to follow us.
No, one was Dak. Oh shoot, dude, Dwayne with the absolute snipe hitting the Dak shot.
Dak was easily my number 1 on that board because imagine having Dak and Mahomes for the future at a super flex. Like that's crazy.
That's true. Dwayne, you want to move up here? Get yourself back-to-backs?
Nope.
All right, fine by me. I'm gonna sit on the clock and just see if anything comes in, and then
I got about 6 guys on my list. I don't love any of them, but they're all on the list.
they're on the list though. So no one. When do you think someone takes a tight end? I mean, maybe it was one of you guys who want to take a tight end, but I just wait.
Maybe there's a tight end on my list. Why you gotta fucking play my hand?
I gotta air you out like that. I'm sorry.
Now one of these 2 assholes is gonna take my fucking.
No one's gonna fucking pick a tight end.
My Zach Ertz is right here.
Yeah, you're Evan Ingram, so he can get hurt 3 weeks into the year.
He's so good when he's on the field, man. Jesus, it's worth it.
It's worth it for those 3 games. That's what everyone says on Twitter. Oh, he's so elite, and when he plays, it's like, yeah, okay. When he plays 4 games, what does that do for you?
When he plays, it's a big qualifier for a guy like him.
Yeah, same with AJ Green, man. AJ Green is some real value when he plays. Like he's played less than half of his games in the last 4 years. I did the math. It's unbelievable.
Nice.
Wasn't he like a 7th round pick and redraft last year? People were like, oh my god, look at the upside when he comes back. He didn't play a single game.
I mean, he did get healthy last year. He just chose not to play.
Yeah, no, he was fine after that like turf toe thing that he always gets, and then he just decided, you know what, let me not play with Ryan Finley or whoever was the quarterback at the time.
Yeah, fuck. So Tyler, who do you think you're going with here?
I think I got 2 minutes to figure that out. My dog just knocked over my camera.
Right.
Oh shit. Alpha dog.
Yeah, alpha dude. My cords are all messed up, so whatever. Yeah, 2 minutes and 40
said no.
Do whatever I want. So you love to.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but an ambulance just drove past my house and it was very loud.
I wish I did hear that. By the way, I tried to fucking download an audio extractor onto my Mac yesterday, and now my like main browser when I go into like a Google search just like is some random thing.
Porn.
That's what mine is too.
Yeah. I just want to give you guys a spoiler real quick. A guy who I'm not picking, Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, obviously you hate
not shocked by that.
Really? Oh, surprised.
I thought you were gonna take Baker.
After draft, I got a shit ton of texts. I'm like, how do you feel about Clyde Edwards-Helaire now? And I'm like, he's still dog shit. Fuck you. Dwayne, you bitch.
I had him at like 3 or 4 going into the draft.
Yeah. Well, you had Zach Moss at 1. How does that feel?
I had Zach Moss at 2 going into the draft.
Oh yeah. That's right. You adjusted. You moved Taylor up, right?
Yeah.
Taylor is the best. So
coming out of that combine, how do you not?
That's fair.
Dude, are you guys big schedule guys? Do you really look deep into the schedule or no?
First 4 weeks or so, mostly for like defenses.
Yeah. By the way, pro defense. Danny can't play a league without defense and kickers because he's not a good fantasy player. That's the truth. Next question.
Do we have defenses?
Not in this one because Danny was bitching about it.
Defenses are worthless.
What do you mean? They're fantastic. I love defense.
Yeah, I hate defenses and kickers.
Wildly fucking almost as worthless as a kicker.
No, the kickers are more worthless than defense.
Yeah, they're more worthless.
Fantastic.
If I could get rid of all defense and kickers, I'd be all right with that. Any all IDP guys? You ever play IDP?
Yes.
I have. Yeah, when I was younger, I hate it.
It's so tough.
It is hell.
I got invited to an IDP league. It was like I want to say it was like a 24 starter roster. And 15 of those spots were IDP spots, and it was no, thank you, fuck that.
Oh yeah, I actually picked Austin Eckler.
Hey, I said I was going to do it. I told Bush, I gave him the opportunity. I'm like, yo, you want to trade up for your guy?
Pick. Did you know that 13 of the games last season, Austin Eckler averaged less than 3.3 yards per carry?
See, but the thing is, why care about his running stat?
Receiving work. It's a PPR league. I'm good. I got Michael Thomas, baby, Eckler in a PPR league. Yeah, I'm plenty okay.
Watch Joshua Kelly take off.
Oh, shut up, dude! That guy's
UCLA. He's going across the across the pond to go.
Dude,
play.
he's Eno Benjamin going to Arizona. It's literally just the hometown pick. Like it
All
means
right. Sorry, we're on the clock here. Sorry for cutting off, by the way. I don't think people realize that this is a tight end premium, and we've said it in the chat a bunch of times. So we're just going to take George Kittle here and not look back.
and not look back. How many times Danny gonna say that every time he makes a pick?
I would be looking back immediately because the quarterback play in San Francisco is very scary.
I love how it says commission force pick, even though I just made a pick.
I'm gonna type it in the chat. Danny out.
Oh, Kittle, we're loving life.
What do we do here? I don't care for this pick. Anybody want to trade up and take the 208? Anybody sit behind
sure.
me?
Yeah, I'll trade up.
Well,
Dwayne, I'll give you basically the rest of my draft.
I don't think you have any picks left, so I'm good.
I would have a
five-man
team. Just have a 5-man team. It's hilarious.
Let me throw this pick on the clock.
Danny out here fucking making this 34 rounds. Like, I got time for that. Come on.
Let me just give this a few minutes, see if anything rolls in. I don't love anybody here. I mean, I have somebody that I'm taking if I get a chance, but
oh, dude, this team.
I wouldn't move up at all here.
Wait,
I know
that's the other one.
And I'm just gonna.
I think he likes Miles Sandbar.
Who's that? Me?
I love Salvon Ahmed, who's still available.
Salvin Ahmed. Dude, I have 3 first-rounders on my team, and I still have a second-rounder that I took for Austin Eckler. You know, that just sounds nice. That just rolls off the tongue well.
Yeah, but your depth is going to be garbage.
Your running backs are trash, dude. Mixon and Eckler, come on. You're going to be begging for a back after week 5.
This is coming from Dwayne, who had Zach Moss as number 1 running back for the longest time. All right.
That's my Twitter header is Mixon and Eckler.
He's a stud.
Well, it's not like I was sitting there with the 101. Like, shit, I would have gotten McCaffrey. Shit just happens. I can't get him. Fine, whatever. I'll work with the other guys I got. If Kamara fell to us, that was the initial plan for moving up to Danny's pick was to go Kamara. So I'm very happy I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Especially since I would have gotten caught in a timeshare or a pyramid scheme, whatever Danny's a part of.
What's it called? Was funny when the schedule dropped was everyone's talking about week 11 is, or at least the Dolphins versus Bengals, Burrow versus Tua, and I'm like, does people really think he was going to be in that game? I don't know. I kind of think he will. I think he will be.
Games. I want him to play no games this year, and then I want him to be fantastic the rest of his career. Hashtag Jared Stidham. What?
No, he's going to play. I think probably by like week 8, they're just going to put him in.
Yeah, well, geez, it takes quicker for Miami to give up on their quarterback. Hashtag the chosen ones coming in.
Rosen will be gone. I think Rosen will end up being like a Patriot or something eventually and just winning the Super Bowl. That's what it does. I don't know. I can never pick a tight end early, even in tight end premium. I just hate picking tight ends.
Punt the tight end.
I've never been a tight end guy.
I mean, when Kittle's there in a tight end premium at the 207, that's just a smash to me.
See, Scott Fishbowl, the winner of Scott Fishbowl last year, his one piece of advice to everybody was to punt the tight end in a tight end premium. Always punt the tight end.
Well, that's if you hit on guys later on.
Yeah. I mean, he hit on everybody he picked. He just hit on, but
it must have been like Andrew,
Waller. Aaron Jones won him the fucking tournament.
It's so weird because they literally draft in like June or May. Yeah. It's like so weird. This year they were trying to do it like in person, and it sucks because of the Corona stuff, so they're not going to be able to do it.
That's all right. I'm going to take a piss, then make my pick, see if anybody comes through.
I'd like to see that. Take the camera with you. Come on.
I'll take you with me, buddy, if you want to see that.
Oh, man. Dude, I love Ryan. In our chat, he goes, oh, shoot, bootleg fantasy. He doesn't have a real name. Just having a top tight end makes your team not feel as scary. I don't know. I love that.
Man, Kittle's going to freaking explode this year. I'm so
my favorite player, OBJ, is still on the board, baby.
Dude, OBJ is going to be there when I have another pick, which is in like the 8th round.
If someone takes Odell before like the 5th round, I'd be shocked. I fucking hate Odell, and I don't think anyone will pick him.
For anyone curious why I have 4 high picks like this, my next pick is in the 6th round, and we're in the 2nd right now. So Sometimes you just take the risk. You shoot big. You go big or go home. Lamar and Michael Thomas fall in your lap, and you know what? You take it. You know.
We're going to try to stretch out these next 5 rounds as far as we can just to piss you off.
Hey, I don't mind that. I don't mind things getting stretched out. Never had an issue with that. Whoa. Is this a live? Who knows? 5 people. You guys enjoying this shit?
Are people watching?
Yeah, 5 people, Dwayne, dude. We're absolutely electric right now.
Yeah, but does that count the 4 people in here?
No, it doesn't. Sadly not.
Unless you're watching on your phone, Dwayne, which we appreciate the view.
I would have shared this out if I knew how to find the link to the live thing.
Basically, all you do is you go onto the YouTube, you click into the live stream.
He's like, "What's YouTube?"
You go on.
Didn't you guys tweet it out? If you tweet it out, we could just retweet it.
I did tweet it out actually. Yeah, so you could do that.
Okay. I'll tweet it out. I've already got 3 screens up on my computer. It's too many for me to handle. My old eyes can't fucking look at this many things at once.
Yeah, I retweeted it. It's on Danny's Twitter.
Dope. I'm still working on my receiver rankings for Dynasty PPR. I got everything else done though. Quarterbacks, running backs, tight ends, and rookies. It's just
yeah.
I finished my tight end ranks, and I have Evan Ingram as my number 4 tight end.
No, you don't.
Where I got him.
Yes, I do.
I got him.
What is that? 1 rank for every game he plays? Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, he averages
upside
per. I mean, guy's incredible. He averaged 12.75 fantasy points in every single game he's played. I put them all together, and I'm like, let's do an average because that's such easy math. So keep things simple.
Right now, I have Kittle in tier 1 on his own. Then tier 2, I have Andrew. Yeah, but in a dynasty, Kittle is going to produce just as much as Kelsey, except he's 4 years younger. So I think that's a clear tier break, in my opinion. And then I got Andrews and Kelsey back to back.
Oh shit! So you got Kelsey as
I have Andrews over Kelsey as well. Again,
it's just age. Yeah.
In redraft, Kelsey's my 1.
Yeah. I mean, redraft everything like goes out the door. I mean, Henry's a first rounder in redraft easily.
Oh shit.
And then I got 4 through 8. I have Engram 4, Waller 5, Ertz 6, Fant 7, Henry 8. And then you got
any offers.
The top 4 people have yet to move off of any picks, which is interesting. I don't really think it's that interesting, though. I think the 4 picks were kind of chalk, and I think they're kind of waiting to see what the value is. Thoughts? Nick, you're in the top
I'm not
4.
fucking leaving, baby. I'm not moving.
There are a ton of great players still on the board right now, for the record. Like a ton of guys I even considered at the Kittle pick. I just couldn't pass up the value of Kittle and the tight end premium.
There's a lot of guys I really like here, and I think that at least a few of them will fall to me.
Dwayne, I'll offer you a bag of marbles if you want to give me your pick.
I mean, I'm going to take the pick. I like a lot of guys here too, but I don't love a lot of them at this specific pick. I just don't think there's a lot of value in what's sitting here right now at the 208. I'm going to make the pick because nobody fucking wants to play ball.
I want to play ball. You just don't want to play ball with me. Unbelievable.
I mean, I'll take a sack of marbles.
Crying? There's no crying in.
Oh, what the
That's
hell?
a good pick.
That's who we're considering.
I'm a little concerned.
For the record, Ryan is an Eagles fan, so he's probably
but it's all right. I'm taking him.
Bootleg is an Eagles fan, so he's probably looking at that and he's upset right now. I can tell you.
He had the chance.
Quarterback. He doesn't even seem.
Oh, he said quarterback 1 falls to me. Ew, no, Ryan.
You
get in here and explain that pick. Jesus, what's going on?
When you make that pick, you have to pick Dak Prescott, or you have to pick Baker Mayfield when you're talking about.
Exactly. If you're gonna make that pick, you got to go with Jordan Love. I mean, that's easy. Jake Fromm, quarterback number 1 in Buffalo.
All right, at least one of my guys is gonna fall to me. I know that.
Nick's going wide receiver.
Tyler, that might make you very, very angry, maybe with one of these.
You MFer. I will let him die on your team. I don't care. He's going to be so unproductive. Like, I don't give a shit.
I'm going to pick him just because Tyler dislikes him. That'll be the funny part, too. Does he genuinely think Deshaun Watson's the QB1?
Oh, no.
He's joking.
Where's he on your big board, though?
I love you, Noah.
Look how Noah's just watching this with, like, no, he just has one pick.
Guess we got a game plan for the rest of this draft, huh? Where am I going to go?
See what Madman does too. Oh, sexy Pats.
Sexy Pats.
You know, he's sexy. And
Jarrett, baby.
Tyler, fuck you.
Dude, CeeDee Lamb, he's going to be the number 3 wide receiver, just right after Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup. I mean, that offense is just the special teams got better, so they're going all the way.
It's honestly hilarious how many more running backs get picked more than wide receivers at the beginning. Like, it used to be so different.
Why?
Like a couple of years ago, people were just loving wide receivers. Like the year Antonio Brown popped off, it was like in the first like 5 picks, it was like AB, Julio, stuff like that. Now you don't see
the rise of the 0 RB draft strategy.
Yeah, everyone was loving that. AB was the number 1 pick in my league 2 years in a row.
Bold to leave Noah Brown off.
Hey, I just tweeted that out. Let me know when we hit 100 viewers. All right.
Dwayne's big time over here.
I got clout. I don't have any fucking clout. I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't have any Twitter clout. When I tweet stuff out, nothing happens from it. When I post a YouTube video, get some views.
Nice. Just took a drink of water, and that's making me really angry. So I'm gonna go get a beer.
Uh-huh.
Oh man. We're only doing this for the first 3 rounds, right?
Only the first 3. Yep. So we got another one to go.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I may have to go sometime in the 3rd round, but I will be here to make my picks. Because I got to write 2 papers. You know, you hate to see it.
What is the Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl?
You know where they don't have water?
Corn dogs, Jackie. Corn dogs. Oh, Sleeper doesn't even support gifts. That's so sad. Do you not know Semi-Pro? Danny, oh my gosh. Dude, Dwayne's going to body you when he gets in here.
Bro, snack.
Oh, Flint Tropics. I completely had a brain
Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl! Flint, Michigan Mega Bowl!
Yo, is anyone else confused with Snacks' picks right now? Like, I don't know. I don't know how people move out of the first, like, couple rounds.
He moved into the first. He did. He got Tyreek Hill with Noah's pick.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But then he doesn't have a pick till the 3rd, and then he has 2 picks. I guess it makes sense. He has 2 picks in the 4th.
He has 3 in the 7th.
Jesus Christ.
But he loves the 7th round.
Picks are more valuable than you would think. You can just grab three guys you like.
Really? You get 3 guys with 3 picks? Nick, that's just world beaters.
No, you get 3 guys you like, though, because the 7th round, there's still guys you like.
Yeah. Dwayne, Danny doesn't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Wow. Look at that move.
Thank you.
That's a fucking baller move right there, man.
Dude, his team is donkey
I
shit.
don't want anything. I want my guys that I know are going to be here. This is great.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get both guys. Out of the 3 guys I wanted, I'm going to get 2 of them. Easily.
At least.
I think I know who they are, too, which is bothering me.
I'm going to get the stack of guys here, baby.
Okay, I know who's going next pick.
Oh, let's go, baby.
DJ Moore fan.
No, he's getting Chubb.
Welcome to the squad, Joshua.
Josh Cribbs.
And Nicholas Chubb, baby.
Nicholas. Sticking with the brand, sticking with the name.
Look at that little quarterback run. That's why nobody wanted to move up.
Jesus.
Baker Mayfield.
That run.
Pick of the draft right there. Baker Mayfield.
God tier pick.
Wow, that was something. That was something. I'll give you that.
What to Canada again, Danny?
I'm just south of Toronto, so an hour from Toronto.
I don't know. I have any idea what that means, but all right. I don't know.
So, the city of Toronto, sorry, Ontario.
Yeah, I understand that, but I don't know where that is because I don't know my Canadian geography. I should have asked because I would not have known what you meant. I know where Windsor is. I went to Windsor to get fucked up and get laid on my 19th birthday.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, no, we're about 3 hours away from Windsor, so that's like the Detroit-Windsor border, right? Probably a 3-hour drive away from there or so.
Who's we
I was-
both?
I was
Like from Hamilton, like me, like I'm from Hamilton, so like us Hamiltonians are 3 hours away.
Hamiltonians. Hey, you guys want to guess how many 10th round picks I have?
Probably 4.
2.
Good on you, brother.
You want to guess how many 11th round picks I have? Only 1.
Wait, I want to offer this guy a trade.
This is
Dude, Nick, if you did it, if you did it and you got another guy that you wanted, because clearly all 3 of your guys are still here.
I wanted a Chubb.
How do I fucking offer this fucker a trade? All right, here we go.
Send Fantasy Suits a
That's what I'm doing. I'm just trading. I'm
Afraid.
sending a trade right now.
Danny, the
moving up
extent
there,
of my Canadian knowledge. Tell me how important these things are to you as a Canadian, okay? We got Pamela Anderson, Justin Bieber, Avril Lavigne, and Letterkenny. Put them in order.
Letterkenny. Fantastic.
Yeah. Well, for me,
Fantastic.
it's got to be Letterkenny. Then it's got to be
Easy,
Pam
easy.
Anderson. Then it's got to be Avril
Of course.
Lavigne and then Justin Bieber.
Can I tell you how many times I jerked off to Avril Lavigne's album cover when she first came out? Jesus Christ.
She just had like a.
Please hold off on that. My gosh. Tyler's with the monitor of this fucking live stream. By the way, 8 people in here. Fantastic. We love all of
I
you.
told you it was going to blow up, man. I tweeted that shit out.
Yeah.
I just remember freaking
God,
like
it's 8.
I might have been in like grade 3, grade 4, just like bumping Avril Lavigne at summer camp, just having a good time.
Of course. Danny was so inspired by her. He wanted to look up.
I want to get my guy.
What'd you offer, Nick?
Well, I don't know if I want to say it out loud because then you might say something and he might be like, "Oh, I'm a dumbass. I'm not going to take it if he's watching."
There's no way he's
Whatever you
watching.
offered was the perfect offer.
Well, I don't think this is even a perfect offer. I think it's the offer I want to give him. So I'm giving up my my 4th round pick, my 2nd next year, and a 12th round pick for his 3rd and a 17th this year.
Who with Fantasy Giant?
Yeah, to move up to get my guy right here.
I think I know who your guy is too.
My guy's not coming back to me. So
Yeah, well, obviously, because I'm picking.
I am not a subscriber to your channel. I don't know who your guy is. I'm on it. Just be
well,
honest.
I don't even
Get
state that I
fucked,
love
Nick.
this guy because I don't make that many dynasty videos. But
No, he wants Clyde Edwards-Helaire because he wants to body me, which, you know what, you think you're cute or something, but go ahead and trade all that value for no reason, you idiot.
that's not who I'm going to take if I get the pick.
I slept 5 hours last night. You'll love to see it.
Trust me, there's a guy here. If I don't get this guy, I'm going to be fucking mad because I was thinking about taking him instead of Chubb, but I love Chubb, so I had to stay on brand with myself.
Well, you know, that's really good for you.
No, I'm not going to say who it
JT?
is because I might just try to trade up with Madman if this guy doesn't accept this.
Well, Amari Cooper is an X factor in Madden, so you may want to go get
Shut up.
him.
You think I want fucking
I think
Amari?
he got the X Factor reduced. I think he's a star now.
Yeah, he should be. He should be a normal. My gosh, that's terrible.
Oh, that's not nice.
Amari Cooper's trash.
Yes,
He's like hot and
correct.
cold. He's like he goes hard one game and then he's just fucking asleep the next game.
Dude, he's Heat Miser, Cold Miser. Best
Here's my-
Christmas movie of all time.
Here's my favorite Amari Cooper stat. Tell me, if you can, the last time Amari Cooper went 3 weeks in a row inside the top 20 at his position.
He never has.
2017.
Never. Oh, at
Never has.
Alabama.
The answer was weeks 2, 3, and 4 of his rookie season.
Was that 2017? Was that right?
15, I think, is when it came out.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, he was on the Raiders for so long. I don't even remember. I've drafted him multiple times and always hated him.
Yeah.
Trash.
Given up on him.
He's like the type of guy where like you don't want to own him, but he's gonna finish like top 15 or probably even honestly top 10 every year, but you just don't want to own him at all.
Yeah, he'll
So, like-
finish. He'll finish top 12 the same way Joe Mixon finishes top 12. He's going to lose you 80 your games, and then he's going to do just enough to lose you a high draft pick next year.
Hey, listen, if he comes back strong at the end of the season with the team we have, I'm good. You kidding me? That's championship. Prime time. Prime
Yeah,
time.
whenever I play one of those guys, they always have their blow up game. So yeah.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah, no.
And then the week after, they put up like literally 0.
Amari Cooper's like a god in best ball though, because he does have those great games, but then he just disappears.
We have
It's
no
the same thing with Tyreek Hill to a sense. Obviously, like less upside and overall consistency, but like Tyreek Hill is very high and low as well.
Yeah, but except for Tyreek Hill is like the clear number 1 on his team, whereas Amari Cooper is not.
Yeah, I mean, Dallas's receiving core is fucking excellent. Like, I'm so hyped. Even
I
like,
wish Michael Gallup would just stop dropping passes. If he would just stop dropping passes, he could be a stud.
he'd be a 1,300-yard receiver easily, 14 probably, honestly. He had 1,100 yards in 14 games with literally leading the league in drop passes.
I mean, he could be a 9-10 touchdown guy if he stopped dropping passes.
Wait, what the fuck? He really wasn't gonna accept that trade? That's crazy.
He might have accepted. He might be accepting mine.
Dude, he wants a lot with his trades. Dude. I tried to get his pick, and yeah, sure, it was it's the 102, but I sent him a shit ton of value, and he was like, no.
Did I not offer enough for that trade? I think I did.
Just for fun, I offered for the 102. I offered 2 first-round picks just to see if he would take it. Not that I was going to do it. I didn't send it. I was just talking to him, and he said that wasn't enough value for him. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
More than enough.
That's
What
way
you
more.
offer the 9 and 11,
Yeah, 9 and 11 for it.
and that was just those 2 picks for the 2.
Yeah.
Tyler, why didn't you ask me that? I would have accepted that for the first pick.
You said you weren't moving off of it no matter what, so I didn't come to you.
Well, I would have with that trade. All right,
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah,
The commissioner.
I think that's pretty fair. Like the 2 is Barkley all day, which is fantastic. But
this
Well,
guy,
I wouldn't have done it, but like I was seeing if he was interested, and he was like, "No, that's not enough value." And I'm like, "Wow, I will never trade with this person then." Yeah. So, by the way, just a quick reminder to everyone in the stream: the commish and the boys at the commish beat Danny in beer pong. Just wanted to remind everyone.
Should have happened.
Yeah. All right, Danny. Anyways, any surprises so far in the second round? I mean, we talked DeAndre Hopkins in the first before Michael Thomas, but
Baker.
yeah, there you go.
Baker by far.
There's a story every round, I guess. People are. I don't know if we got. I don't know if this is an expert league, guys. I'm not sure anymore. Just kidding. We love you all.
I'm never into taking a tight end that early. I realize this is a tight end premium and all of that, but I'm just never into taking a tight end early.
That's fair.
Yeah, no, neither am I.
Must be a Canadian thing.
All right, I need to see this guy pick so that I can offer Madman a trade.
He hasn't gotten on Sleeper yet. He hasn't been on the website yet.
No, he has been. He keeps going on and off. I think he's doing it on his phone.
Dipshit.
Guys, I just want to say this real quick because I just found the reason why Baker went in the second round. Ezekiel Elliott, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, Cleveland. We got a homer. We got a homer in the league. This is unbelievable. I mean, so we got a Danny. We got a guy that's doing what we thought Danny would be doing with the Cowboys and Michigan players for some no correlation, but Madman is keeping it in Ohio, which is interesting because there isn't any good players from Ohio. So I don't know what he's doing.
Come
Get
on.
back.
You think he goes Austin Hooper with this next one?
That'd be hilarious. I would piss. He's going to go Odell. Are you kidding me?
Odell.
We are on the clock, boys.
The trade is now pending.
Did you make it happen?
Yes, sir.
Tell us about the trade. Let's hear it.
So we basically moved up from the 306. We moved up from the 306 to the 302. We gave up the 607 for the 702. So just a swap in later rounds. By the way, why is our clock not refreshed? Either way, we're going Clyde.
Oh, thank God.
That's terrible. Jeez. Thanks for
full PPR. We're getting that sack with Mahomes and Clyde. Like,
yeah, he wouldn't have found
any day of the week.
Whoever gets Damian Williams is going to piss all over you.
Only because you got the Mahomes stack. I think that's not a terrible pick.
Come on, Madman.
I love Clyde. He's my RB8.
Here comes Odell.
I want my guy. Accept the fucking trade.
Oh, you made the same offer to him?
Slightly different, but yeah. That's not who I wanted. I didn't even want CEH.
That's what I wanted bad. I mean, Again,
I don't think I'm going to be able to get this trade though, because I don't think anyone's trying to move in the
These
first
top
trade.
4 guys. Well, you and the other 3.
Well, me, but I'm trying to move actively now
Yep.
to get my guy.
Well, Nick, you
Danny,
should
go
have
get your guy,
been more
man.
flexible early.
Yeah, but I didn't think he would even be here, to be honest with you. So that's why I'm trying to move to get him.
Yeah.
There's a lot of guys that I think are still good. Not the guys I want, but like there's a lot of value still here at wide receiver.
Sure.
Come
I like
on.
that we can see. I like that we can see Tyler's guys, all the stars. He's a Mike Evans fan, a Juju fan,
Oh,
and Amari fan.
yeah, that's
Go for the running
not.
back. I'm gonna see who you like.
That is definitely not updated. That was from last year.
Sure. Yeah.
Apparently, you got to clear that every single year. I don't know what the hell that's about, but
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's happening.
yeah, that's definitely why I didn't take them. Just want to say that.
Come on.
Here.
I want this trade.
Here, we'll go. Here, we'll give you something else, huh? I'll
Yeah.
show you. I'll show you just a picture of me dancing, just like a GIF, like a. Here we
When I
go.
scroll down on my like running backs list, I have so many guys like starred from last season.
There
that
we
are
go.
useless now. Like I have like Duke Johnson and stuff highlighted.
That's what you guys want to see, right? Look at that beauty roster. Yeah.
No, I think you've done a poor job with your picks, if I'm honest.
If I'm
wait, Tyler,
honest,
you don't pick until the 8th.
What?
You don't pick again till the 8th.
I think he's up in the
No,
6th.
to the 6th.
Oh no, he has to say. Okay, I didn't even notice that. Okay, dope. Yeah, you just said.
come on.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
How many flex spots do we
I
got?
gotta pick.
2 and a super flex, so 3 kind of. Come on, madman, you motherfucker.
You motherfucker, you.
You know you want the trade. Is anyone trying to DM me? Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Hey, just send him a text. Say, dog, you know you can get Baker in the 5th round. Just you know you can get Odell in the 5th round. Just make the trade.
Make the trade.
Come on, bud.
Dude, he's gonna go get Ted Ginn.
Ted Ginn, kick returner.
Hashtag that is a plug, by the way, because that game is fantastic.
By the way,
He's one of my Chicago Bears now.
Yeah, unfortunately, jeez, your whole team is a mess. You
How
got
old
two tight ends and 2 quarterbacks. Both
How old
suck.
is Ted Ginn? 30
How old
something?
is Ginn? Ginn's got to be 31 years old. 30.
He
somewhere there.
came out in
I love
the 07 draft. Like he's old as hell.
I love
Don't
Ted
say old as hell, dude. He's a lot younger than I am.
Yeah, well, no shit, Dwayne. Your father time. Like, gosh.
Yeah, but I look great for my age, don't I?
Oh, geez, that's a lie.
61 years old.
Dwayne is 94.
Virile as fuck for an ancient.
What the fuck, this motherfucker?
Hey, Mike Evans, Texas
fucking-
A&M. Like, I don't even
Now I'm trying to move
get
up again. I gotta keep sending these guys trades until some fucking one accepts it.
I'll trade with you. Just send me the offer. I'll
Well,
hold
if
off
someone-
until after this pick.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in a second. I'll send you exactly what I've sent everyone else, but I want to move up to get this pick.
Well, you're not getting Ryan's pick because he already knows what he's going.
Okay.
Mike Evans. Where's the love factor for Mike Evans with you guys with Brady there? Do you guys ascribe to the Brady can't go deep philosophy?
I don't. I'll tell you exactly where I have him ranked right now.
There we go. Brighten me up.
He is currently my 7, so I still like him, but obviously, like he's still below one guy I have on the board here in DJ Moore, simply due to age and what I know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think from the PPR factor, what's it called? DJ Moore is going to be a 100 catch type guy for the rest of his career. So
if you got Evans at 7, where do you got Godwin?
Godwin I have at 4.
Okay.
Godwin's at 4. So I have Michael Thomas and Tyreek Hill I actually have as a tier right now, simply due to obviously Michael Thomas. You saw the dominance last year, and Tyreek Hill is plugged with Patrick Mahomes basically for the rest of his career. Then in that tier 2, I have Adams, Godwin, and Hopkins. And after that, I have Moore, Evans, and Juju back to back. So I still got to finish everything up, but like I finished that so far, and that's basically how I have it.
I've seen a lot lot of heat about Juju, man. People are either high or low as fuck on Juju right now.
I think I'm somewhere in the middle because like I've seen some people have him as like a top 5, top 6. I think 8 or 9 is where I'm going to probably end up having him. I think that's a pretty fair spot for him. I mean,
I've seen him outside people's top 20 at the fucking position.
That's insanity to me. I mean, like people are really going to judge the 1 year he had without Ben Roethlisberger and like last year. Like I don't care. Like I was watching those games. He was not playing healthy. So I mean, you're getting him back. I mean, he's a 1,400-yard receiver 2 years ago. He's young as fuck, and he's getting his quarterback back. Like you can't value him even like okay, if you have him at like 10, 11, I can understand that, but outside the top 20 to me, it's just ridiculous.
Okay, guys,
we're
getting Madman in here. We're gonna have him explain these fucking picks.
Danny, I think some of the issue that some people had was that rumor going around about Pittsburgh saying that they're going to move off him next year and let him go. Him and James Conner both.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I could see that. I don't know. I just think that wherever he ends up, he's going to ultimately be the high volume slot option like he was in Pittsburgh regardless. And in general, I just think he's a talented player. I just think a player like that, wherever he goes, he's going to be able to perform. So,
and like you said, he's so fucking young. He's what is he? 23 now? 20 years old.
23. Yeah,
19, whatever it was.
Easily, yeah.
He's got a career ahead of him. Yeah. The hate though, I don't get it.
I don't get why Pittsburgh would want to move off of him though. It just doesn't make sense to me.
No.
Like
I mean,
I get
you pay for the. I don't know that he's going to cost that much, but you pay for the receiver spot.
For sure. I mean, yeah, he's probably going to get a deal similar to like an Amari Cooper's type, maybe even like a little bit more, obviously, due to economics when his deal's up. So he might sign 21, 22 mil a year once his contract runs out. Because I think Amari got 5 for 100.
You notice Nick hasn't said anything. This must be his guy, Juju.
No, definitely not. I fucking hate Juju.
You're going to take Odell.
Juju. Where do you got him and why do you hate him?
No, I don't actually hate the guy. Like, I think he's like a nice guy and stuff, but I just don't think Ben can stay healthy. That's why I don't like him. Because I think if Ben gets hurt, then he takes a huge dive again. And Ben has not shown that he could stay healthy recently. So that's my worry.
We got a new visitor. Welcome in, Bush.
What's up?
Yeah, so I had to make sure we got a slide.
What's your thoughts on Danny so far?
The second trade's still a little questionable, but the Clyde and Mahomes deals I don't really have any problems with.
Which deal are you confused about? The second one?
The one you'd made with Noah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I wouldn't have done it personally, but
how do you like my team so far?
I haven't even looked at your team. Hold on.
Check. What on the screen. Just look on the screen. Lamar, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Michael Thomas. That's fantastic.
It's the worst team you could possibly get with 3 first-round picks.
That's not even fair. Look at the picks. Like if I had the one,
you pick Michael Thomas over Tyreek Hill.
Yes,
I would have taken. Yeah. I would have taken. Even though I hate Dalvin Cook, I would have
had fun with the 8 slant routes a game that you're gonna get from Michael Thomas.
I'm still shocked you passed on Dalvin Cook. I know you guys don't like him personally, you and Lucas, but man, I couldn't pass on him there.
Well, listen. At the time,
picking Joe Mixon's aggro.
At the time, the next pick that we had was going to be in the 4th round. Like I didn't have the thought process of let's trade up for the second, so I had to pick a guy who I knew was going to be at least safe. You know, where like Dalvin, I feel like I have to stack with a running back. You know,
Mixon's not safe.
Was that?
Are you referring to Mixon or Thomas?
Well, I think Mixon will play at least the majority of the games.
But I mean, like his offensive line.
I don't know. He's been banged up too.
He's going to play hurt. He'll play, but he'll play hurt.
Yeah.
Well, geez, he's got a quarterback now, so it's not the attention's not 100% on him. So I'm
here. Wait, is
Tyler? How many games has Dalvin Cook missed, and how many games have Joe Mixon missed in their career?
Well, Joe Mixon was suspended, wasn't he?
No, he wasn't.
No.
Oh, wait, he got away with that stuff in college? Shit.
Yes, he did. It's a mean right hook, though.
Oh, my God.
From Mike Tyson. By the way, Bush, so we basically still have 10 picks in the first 10 rounds, and we acquired a first for next year.
That's cool.
Welcome in, King.
Hey, let's go.
Well, right. I'm on the clock, and I don't want to hold anyone else up. So I've got to take my boy. I'm taking Carson Wentz, and I'm going to start.
Oh, what?
I'm starting the 2 QB run. You guys are all going to panic and take a second quarterback.
I got Lamar. I'm good.
I hope you enjoy those 12 games you get out of him.
That's fine, because I'll get 12 games where he's a top 10 quarterback. I'm not concerned.
Yeah,
I would so much rather put Dak.
Guess what? Carson Wentz has 2 less seasons than Ben Roethlisberger as a 16-game starter. He started all 16 last year, so it doesn't matter. It's going to be fine. And I already put $25 on him to win MVP, so this is just some more ROI.
You want to just send me it next time if you're just going to waste your money?
Listen, I would, but I don't want to send money via Venmo.
You have to play more than 10 games to win MVP.
Yeah. You put on pants to pick Carson Wentz. I just want to make that clear.
100% put on pants for Carson Wentz. Most of the time, I'm taking pants off for Carson Wentz. But
I thought for sure. I thought for sure if I didn't trade up there, you were thinking Clyde, especially.
Quick plug: the interview I did with Tyler. Don't like Clyde at all.
May 17th.
Really?
So you guys both don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what happened?
We're getting
said he doesn't like Clyde either.
Can I ask? Did anyone have Damian Williams last year? Because if you did, you don't want any Kansas City.
Okay, but did
Clyde actually has talent?
Did the team use a first round pick on Damian Williams?
I mean, we saw the same.
Did the team release Damian Williams? Is he no longer playing for the team? I didn't.
He signed for a $2 million contract this year.
Hear that in the news.
He could be cut before training camp for little dead money.
Okay, he could be.
Yeah.
And then listen, at the same time, I wouldn't want Clyde Edwards-Helaire, running away from the cops because he's probably going to get caught. I mean, I have zero value in him at all. He can't. I don't. That genuinely.
He's not going to be able to pass block because he's such a good receiver. It doesn't matter if he can pass block.
Yes, he can't run efficiently. Watch 2018 when Joe Burrow wasn't carrying the offense.
As a Philadelphia Eagles fan, I watched 14 years of Andy Reid. Andy Reid doesn't like bell cows. And the fact
he doesn't need to be a bell cow. I don't want him to be a bell cow.
The problem with Helaire is, do you think he's going to be in endgame? Are they going to trust a rookie off the bat to be in 2-minute offenses?
Okay. All right. Settle down.
He's a better receiver.
They did with Kareem Hunt.
Well, listen. Kareem
Hunt was the only back there.
Okay.
No, they had what's his name? Third down guy.
Spencer Ware.
West.
West. Yeah, dude, he played a decent
really.
The
guy that's not even in the league, you're gonna try and hype him up.
Played a decent snap share in Kansas City's offense with Kareem Hunt.
Sharknado, baby.
You have to say that Damian Williams is better than Charkandrick West, right?
Yeah, but was Damian Williams any good in Miami? It could just been the Chiefs.
I think he was better than. I mean, we're seeing it with Kenyon Drake this year. I think if you're a running back in Miami, you just stink. Nick,
your thoughts?
I don't know. I don't see any. I don't want Clyde Edwards-Helaire to be a 80% snap share guy. He's not going to be. He's going to get 60% of the snaps, and he's going to get 100 targets.
Yeah. Even if he's getting 65% of the snaps, he's going to get good scoring opportunities, and he's going to catch a ton of passes. So I mean, we got to subscribe to the fact that
he's going to be like Austin Eckler.
Yeah, I was going to say
I don't hate that.
Austin Eckler was RB4 last year. What's the problem?
The problem, I don't see Mahomes as being more I don't know how many times he's actually going to check down. You know what I mean? I understand the idea.
He doesn't use his legs as much as he could.
Oh no, 100%.
I can see him checking down more than someone like Lamar or something would.
Yeah, Lamar's not really a smart passing quarterback. I think he's just benefits off of his run game, and that's
Mahomes could run. He could run more than he does, and he just doesn't.
I think
even if Mahomes chooses to run, we have Mahomes as well.
I'm trying to think. I saw a stat where since 2010, there's been 24 QBs to rush over 500 yards. And of those guys, there's only been 2 running backs to have over 50 catches. So I think the fact that Mahomes doesn't run is going to be huge for you. But I just don't know what that offense is going to look like.
Well, here's the thing for me is how many times did you feel comfortable starting McCole Hardman? How many times did you feel comfortable starting any of those guys in that offense? But you want to talk about how comfortable you are starting Clyde Edwards-Helaire, who you see him as a receiving threat. I get the Tyreek. Tyreek's a different animal, but
Byron Pringle was a different beast last year. Byron Pringle is. That's what I'm taking in 38th round. That's who I'm going with.
Byron Pringle.
Yeah, but a lot of times, I mean, they're going to split Clyde Edwards-Helaire out wide. They're going to have him on posts. They're going to have him on corners. Like he's going to be.
That's cool, but that's what they were doing with like Watkins and with Mecole Hardman. Like it's the same thing. Like you're still counting on that value there.
But we saw again like what Kareem Hunt was able to do for that offense as well. Like who's saying that Clyde Edwards?
He's not Kareem Hunt.
He's better than Kareem Hunt.
No, he is not.
How?
He was a better prospect than Kareem Hunt ever was.
Yeah.
Well, Kareem Hunt's dangerous, especially in open space.
I mean, the 36
in a hotel hallway, very dangerous.
Hey, don't sweep on the Chiefs signing Elijah McGuire too. That guy's a stud. Who else do they have on this team? They've got DeAndre Washington. I forgot about that as well, and Darrell Williams.
Here, Dwayne, send me a trade.
Yeah, I'm working on it right now.
They've got everyone's favorite waiver wire targets from like 2017 on their bench.
They don't have Spencer Ware anymore, though.
Not yet. They don't have Spencer Ware yet.
When Marshawn Lynch got hurt and everybody rushed to the wire, they picked up like Jalen Richard and DeAndre Washington.
Yeah. DeAndre Washington's a classic. I'm going to spend
Ty Johnson
too much fab on. Oh, Ty Johnson was brutal as well.
I didn't fall for that trap. Luckily, I got lucky. I was like about to blow it on it, and I was like, like maybe I'll just wait and see what he goes for, and then.
All right, guys.
Lucky stars. He went for 65 or something.
We have to do this. Madman's here. He needs to explain these picks because this is a mess. I'm gonna let you.
I sent you something. I think it's reasonable.
But someone's got to be bounced because apparently I can't put in more than 6 if I don't pay $20, and I'm not
When's
doing
our
it.
next pick, Danny?
All right, I'm moving up to make this pick.
4-7. I mean,
Tyler, put that through. I'm gonna make my pick and then I can leave.
Hey,
All right.
I can skedaddle if you need to get the Mad. He's got Mad Mandy Nasty in here. Oh.
Yeah, I just got to get him to explain these picks. I mean, some crazy things are happening.
Anytime you take Baker Mayfield over Carson Wentz, I'm out.
Tyler,
yeah, that's an Eagles
through.
fan.
How do I? Here, I'll hop out. I'll listen.
There we go, baby.
Let me know.
Now I get to select my main man, smoking Joseph Burrow.
Oh,
Hey,
nice.
good pick.
That's a nice pick.
I love Joe Burrow.
Imagine picking Carson Wentz over Joe Burrow. I couldn't do it. I can't do it.
Dude, we just removed Bootleg. He could have defended that, but we need to talk about these selections here, Madman. So what's going on?
Yeah,
I will.
I made the best picks. I made picks. They're the best.
You see that Cleveland hat? You see that Cleveland hat?
You're damn right. I'll tell you what. I'm a simple man. I mean, I'll kick all your asses in this league. There's no doubt. But no, I'm kidding. Zeke was picked for me because I didn't even realize I was on the clock. So
would you have picked Zeke?
I would have taken a running back, and I'll tell you why. I like to start drafts like this with a badass running back and then not pick running backs for a long time. So there's your hint. I'm not going to be drafting running backs for a few rounds, you guys. So feel free to take your pick of the litter. Zeke or another badass like Zeke. I like the guys that catch the passes, the running backs who they can do anything. And so say what you want about Zeke, and I don't care that he does some stupid stuff off the field. Nothing real major. It's not like he killed anyone or, punched his wife in the mouth or something on an elevator. I mean, he's kind of a knucklehead, kind of immature, but the guy can do everything in any offense. But for the Cowboys, he's the bomb. Everybody says, oh, they have wide receivers now. He's not going to catch the ball anymore. Not true. He's definitely going to catch the ball. I love that pick. I maybe would have taken someone else there, but Zeke is perfect. I went to Ohio State. I'm an alumnus. Also, you can see I'm a Cleveland fan, so hence Baker Mayfield. I could have waited on him because people think he sucked last year. I would never take Carson Wentz over Baker Mayfield.
I would have loved Mayfield.
Yeah, he's going to be great in this offense. They say, hey, they're not going to pass. Trust me, man. They have hands. They have the good hands team. They have so many players on that offense that can catch the football, including Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb too. All jokes aside, he can catch the ball. They have better tight ends than Minnesota had, and it's a team that's going to use 2 tight end sets more than any team in the league. Minnesota led last year, I think, or they were either first or second in using 2 tight ends. So Hooper and Njoku are going to get their share of catches. I think Baker's going to surprise a lot of people. In dynasty leagues, he's a guy that I definitely want. Last year was his sophomore slump, and it coincided with a shitty Browns team and a shitty year. So, I think we're all laughing at Baker Mayfield, especially his TV commercials. But honestly, I think it's a really good pick. The offense that they're going to build around him it's going to be great for fantasy football. Minnesota didn't throw the ball as much as they ran last year, but let's not forget they're going to take some shots downfield. When you have an arm like Baker Mayfield, a couple times a game, you can throw the rock, downfield without worry. So,
yeah, Madman, I have a little surprise for you real quick.
Are you? I surprise myself all the time, especially when I win. People are very surprised by that all the time.
So there you go. It's a Cubs W hat with the championship right on there.
Here, let me change my view. Someone's sharing their screen, and that's really all I see right now. So if you could maybe move the draft board a second so I can see your picture a little better.
I don't know if I can do that.
I gotta figure out how to here.
Yeah, you can. You just make it so it's not share. Just turn. Yeah,
just stop sharing for a moment, and I can see. Okay, there we go. Now we're Hollywood Squares. That's good, man. Good stuff. That's your team. You're representing. You're keeping faithful. I like it. So who else we have here? Nuts, Danny Ladd, Bush, Notorious Fantasy. I know that guy. I know that dude.
And we got bootleg
hoodies and headbands. Bush, I like how you come. You don't have a hat or anything. You don't need the headgear.
No, and we're probably best friends now because you picked Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans. So,
yeah, two guys that are a little. You know how it is. The trending of players, the love and hate. I use that to my advantage in my dynasty leagues. I mean, it's true. Like everybody's down on Mike Evans. Listen, when was the last time Tom Brady had a receiver like a Mike Evans? That he could actually throw. Oh, he's not going to catch the ball. Brady doesn't throw down the field. Why does Brady not throw down the field? He made Julian Edelman. He made him. Why is Baker? Baker. My Baker loves showing through. Why is Brady not throwing down the field? Because he doesn't have Mike Evans.
Hey, Philip Dorsett was pretty good.
Yeah, Philip Dorsett and Chris Godwin are basically the same talent level.
Exactly.
Facts.
Kembrell Tompkins, baby, let's go.
You remember that?
I think it's going to be amazing this season. I think Brady is going to light it up, at least this year, trying to keep pace with Drew Brees. And Brees, neither of those guys are going to retire. We're going to see at the quarterback position, basically witness Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore at the quarterback position. These two guys are going to battle it out for the records for a couple years anyway.
Yes, Matt, we are best friends. We are long-suffering Browns and Bucks fans, respectively, and this is our year.
Dude, I mean, you have to have a lot of heart to maintain your fandom of the Cleveland Browns. My dad indoctrinated me at an early age. I have the helmet. There's a picture of me, with my pacifier in a Browns getup, a helmet on the damn, side table, and like the whole 9 yards. And I wish I could follow a different team, but it's like, you can't change your grandmother, right? You just can't do it. It's in your blood. You have to follow.
Yeah, I was 9 years old last time my team made the playoffs, so.
Me and Nick are Dolphin fans, so
Yeah, we watched AB torch us a couple of years ago on the first play of the playoff game we made it to. That was great.
On the upswing in Dolphin land, that they've got some great players now, and I think a good coach too. So finally, going to see some resurgence from that team. I think.
I hope so.
Actually doing the research on Jasicki, right? He averaged 13.5 points per game down the stretch last 6 games.
He got that stat from me.
No, I actually did that on my own record. Chad O'Shea was the offensive coordinator last year. They bring in Chan Gailey. That offense is going to be even better. Like I really think the Dolphins could honestly push for even a 500 record at the very least this year. Like they got a team that can really make that.
And Jordan Howard too, a 2-down back, but that guy, he's never sucked. Really, he hasn't. He's been injured. Everybody dogs on him. Best ball, they hate him. I like Jordan Howard for that team. And then you brought in the speedy back Rada. I think that 1-2 punch is going to be amazing for them this year in that offense. I really think that they're both going to be successful, and for us in fantasy too.
Yeah, I'm an Eagles fan, so I got to see Jordan Howard firsthand, and he single-handedly won the game against the Packers. I mean, he was dynamic. And, I mean, you know what's going to happen when Jordan Howard's in the game. Like, he's getting the ball, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, he's been on kind of rough teams. I mean, with the Bears, they kind of just stopped using him. And,
Yeah, well, they ran him into the ground and then they stopped using him. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, the Eagles kind of waited for Miles Sanders to develop, and I don't think they were expecting him to do that year one. So, I mean, the Breida Jordan Howard combo is kind of what the Eagles tried to do last year. So, I mean, I don't expect Breida on the goal line because he's made of glass. So, I mean, Howard down there is going to be perfect.
He'll play 4 weeks. Come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
4 weeks.
He'll be questionable every game the entire season.
Oh yeah, when you have
he's only
Matt
26 years old. Everybody thinks he's old. I mean, that's old for a running back, but still.
Instead of drafting a back, I wanted Tampa to sign him.
Oh yeah,
because I think Breida's still a good player.
Oh, Breida's good.
We're trying to keep the class rotated here as best.
It's you guys can boot me whenever. I just wanted to join. Sorry, I didn't realize the draft started.
Danny's executing a trade right now. I told him I wanted to trade up for someone.
It's all right.
And I missed the trade offer that I got. Sorry, guys.
I got a fancy Cubs World Series frame up too.
Good for you, man. That was the year my Indians could have done it, and I mean, every time they're up 3 games to 3 games against the spread, I swear to God, they just blow it every time.
Don't bring up the Cleveland Indians. I'm from Canada. I'm a Blue Jays fan. I don't like Cleveland. They've broken our heart.
I love them.
Right side. You got a World Series win against my Phillies in '93 as a Blue Jays fan.
You had the greatest World Series of all time.
I wasn't either, but it still hurts when I hear Drake's back-to-back song because it's just Joe Carter, and it hurts. I mean, baseball was my first love, and I love all Philadelphia sports. As you can see, the process above me. And,
speaking of all Philadelphia sports, I hate all Philadelphia sports. So
I don't, man. They have some great teams. I'm a little jealous. I think as a Cleveland fan, I can't hate them. They have their fans in Philadelphia. I mean, you don't mess with them.
The passion is
they're very toxic.
We're definitely not the brightest. Like I try to consider myself at least a fan that understands when we don't have good teams. So like right now with my Sixers. We have Al Horford, and that was the worst contract in sports, maybe of all time. But yeah, our passion is unrivaled, but we're kind of more of like Detroit than New York, and no one really realizes that. Like we're not that successful.
I get that. I get that. What you're saying. Yeah,
but
sure.
We'll ride for him. Like I took Carson Wentz in the 3rd round.
Speaking of the Sixers, as a Canadian kid,
please stop. It was
fun watching the Toronto Raptors.
I know he lost me when he said as a Canadian kid. I moved on. I'm sorry. I'm messing with
you. Stop.
He's wearing a Bucks jersey. He wants to play the Canadian kid game.
I am Canadian, man. I grew up a Bucks fan. My uncle's an Eagles fan, and that's why.
How far north do you live up there?
Like barely over the border. Like it's like a 2-hour drive to Detroit for where I am.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Yeah, that was probably the most heartbreaking thing I've seen as a sports fan in the last 10 years.
I was in Jurassic Park for that, like outside.
Oh, that was probably nuts.
Oh, it was awesome. That's the first time, literally, like of the teams that I follow, because Tampa Bay hasn't done shit in my lifetime, pretty much since I was a little kid when we won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
They've
had chances.
The Bucks or the Raptors, the Blue Jays, and the Leafs, like my 3 Toronto teams, have not been like I've never seen them like be successful until this past year when the Raptors won the NBA title. That was fucking awesome.
No, like I definitely felt for the city of Toronto because I mean it's similar to Philly. Like the passion's there. Like you guys showed up in like. How cold was it when you were out there? Like 6 degrees?
I was there for like almost every game.
6 below.
Yeah,
exactly. No, it wasn't that cold because it was like
that cold for
early games, like
that cold for normal people.
Yeah, the Sixers series.
Right. Yeah, he's used to it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like April, so it was like normal temperatures, but like by
it was normal temperatures, like 32.
They don't.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. It was like 5 degrees Celsius.
Exactly.
I love how Tyler has the hat and the shades on. I have a Tyler, our youngest. He just turned 9. His name's Tyler. Great name. My kids sit around and play Fortnite. The only time I can actually get work done is when those kids are playing video games. So I just let them do it all day long right now because I'm kind of like Mr. Mom. Daddy daycare, like I'm trying to teach them and work my job. But that's exactly how my one son plays. He's got his freaking shades on and his hat. He thinks he's a little badass. And I know you are a badass. I'm not saying you think you are. I mean, I get it.
I was about 9 years old.
It's all branding. I mean, I feel like I'm good with it. I roll with this. This is the.
I like it, man.
I'm
quite a bit older than you, but I like it. We could roll. We could definitely hang.
Yeah, well, Dwayne's like 95 too, so you're good.
Nuts. Yeah, I like that guy too. I could tell he was more in my age
like,
group.
do you remember
Thank God I'm
02
not the only
NFC
old guy.
Championship?
What's that?
Which one? Oh,
The 2002 NFC Championship.
You're a vicious kid out of here with that.
Yeah, that was the day I became a Bucks fan. My uncle's an Eagles fan, so I was like, I'm gonna be a little. I was 5 years old. I'm like, I'm gonna be a little shit and cheer for the team that my uncle doesn't like, and that's how I became a Bucks fan.
Joe
That's how
Barber
it
took
came
one to the
about,
house and shut down the stadium.
I was the vet back then. Like I think
where is he?
There's murders
There he
there.
is. There's Rondé.
Ooh, that's a nice jersey though.
Yeah.
I mean, the vet had a jail under the stadium. Like you would get arrested and put in the jail under the stadium. Like
Why? Because they'd square up opponents,
100%. Like
in the stands.
Like I feel terrible for like
It
opposing.
was a terrifying place
fans.
to go watch sports.
Oh no,
Yeah.
like I love it because no one's gonna talk to me except for like the drunken go birds in the parking lot. But, like
Go Birds.
like there's like preseason games where like Jets fans get beat up, and like
Thanks, Nick.
last season the Redskins week 1 where I was at the game. Mike Scott, who is like on the Sixers, and people love him. He got in a fist fight last year. Like, why would you challenge a guy who's 6'9" just because he's wearing a Redskins jersey?
Right? Yeah. No, I'm not going to do that. Right. These people are dumb.
100%.
The Lions fans are awesome because I always go to like Bills and Lions.
Throwing beer cans.
2 stadiums to me, but they're both like kind of poverty franchises. So they
100%.
like when you roast their team, they're like, yeah, we know. Like they don't even fight back. The Lions fans, especially, they're like when
I feel so
it was
bad.
week 15 when we played them, and Winston threw for like 450 and 4 touchdowns against them with only Rashad Perriman as his best receiver. And my buddy, like they had like 5 total yards by the midway through the second quarter, and they're like, "We're gonna get a better draft pick." Like I don't fucking care.
Well, speaking
of Winston,
when was the last time Dallas did anything? But just curious.
Speaking of Winston, you cannot tell me that guy's not a starting quarterback. I don't care how many interceptions.
I wanted him to come back.
Yeah, he's a starting.
Other than Brady coming, which was the only way I would get rid of Winston, I wanted Winston back. If it wasn't Brady, I wanted him back.
Yeah.
You can't tell me Big Ben didn't axe the idea of him going.
Dude. Oh, you know that was my thing. Like, that would have been a
starting quarterback of the Steelers next year.
That would have been a perfect landing spot for Winston for sure. Big Ben's the biggest douche, though. Big douche. He's never gonna let a guy come in there and challenge him. He's such an asshole. It doesn't matter if he knows it's gonna be a waiting game. He's just not gonna. He's not gonna let that happen.
Same with Rodgers. Rodgers the same way.
Yeah.
Two douches. You know Rodgers is fuming still.
Oh, he's so mad.
All right, Tyler, push their deal through.
All right, Rodgers needs to take
Did you do it, Danny?
From, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
I'm going for the next pick because Noah was asking for a little bit too much.
Okay,
yeah, Rodgers is much of a leader.
The guy somebody traded up for it, but Clock is offering me a deal.
Okay. If we get this guy here, I'm gonna be a little bit disappointed in the rest of you that he hasn't been picked yet. Oh, let's go.
Tell you what, if I wasn't losing my hair, I'd roll it. I'd rock like bootleg fantasy with the hair, and I'd go with Danny's headband. I would, and the shades that Tyler has on, and I would just sit here and be proud of it all. But it's a little receding. These days.
We got it, Bush.
I don't have good hair anymore.
We got it. Let's go.
Yeah. Listen, I mean, I want to rock a headband because I've got the Gardner Minshew mustache currently, so I feel like that complete the look.
I like your style, bro.
I mean, I had a terrible beard up until like Tuesday, and I was going to make an appearance on Tyler's video, and I couldn't show up with just a terrible beard.
I shaved mine too. It was horrible. It just it was not a good beard. It was long, but it looked like crap.
Yeah, that's where I was sitting.
Read him and weep, fellas. You let J.K. Dobbins fall to the 312.
It's fucking
your team's not going to win until like 3 years from now. So
that was my next pick, bastard. You totally sniped me. I figured
Danny,
you'd be there for me for sure.
This might have to be a future game because we got 2 firsts next year. We got 2 rookie running backs. Like this might have to be like a.
Bro, we got.
I've never done this in a dynasty league. I'm always a win now guy, so
I love our team.
My 401k is going to be looking sick by the time you guys compete.
J.K. Dobbins going to be an RB1 by week 8.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know what? That landing spot, like people are talking, we had the top 5 running backs, let's say, we knew who they were. It maybe got jumbled around a little bit.
Keyshawn Vaughn slander is real.
I honestly think that Dobbins has the best spot. Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
don't sleep on the Gus bus. They tendered him this year. I mean, they might have 3 700-yard running backs next year.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Could
I honestly believe that they'll use Dobbins in the way Kamara was used his rookie year behind Ingram. So,
well, and Ingram's like going to be 31 years old if he isn't already.
Exactly.
And it's a guy that's on the. I mean, he's a great running back, but his days are numbered. Dobbins, if it weren't for Ingram, where would you rank Dobbins? Because
Dobbins would be
basically
one.
the Ohio State offense.
Yeah, Dobbins would be one.
Much of what
Dobbins,
the Ravens
Dobbins
offense does.
is in the best situation because his quarterback takes away so much attention.
exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, of course he is.
It doesn't
been
matter
such
who
a
the
huge-
running back is. If JT was there, I'd say the same thing. If Edwards Hilaire, actually probably not Edwards Hilaire because he needs receiving game and Lamar wouldn't
He's a
throw
slot
to running back.
receiver. That's why you wouldn't.
But
say that.
Correct.
yeah, if Akers was there, I'd say the same thing. Like I
Yes,
think
exactly. It's the best landing spot.
Yeah.
Even better than Kansas City because they're passing to
Crowded.
fight
Yeah, but
Edwards-Helaire.
back to my previous point where the last 24 quarterbacks to rush for 500 yards, there's only been 2 to have 50 catches or more, and one was Christian McCaffrey, and the other was Sean McCoy. So
you
like,
mean the running back in that offense only had 50 catches? Okay, all right.
yeah. So like, it's tricky, but I mean, they're going to be run first anyway, you know. So like, he's still going to see 250 touches probably. Well,
Yeah.
it-
That makes me
maybe
nervous
20.
about my Barkley shares.
We got the
But because
we got the
DJ
two-
runs, he doesn't throw as much as Manning did to
Yeah.
the Barkley.
we have the 2 backs on the 2 best offenses in the AFC.
That's
Yeah.
That's
facts.
the way I'm using. That's the
And
way
we
I'm
have the best
viewing it.
quarterback in the NFL
Yep.
Look,
Can't
J.K.
argue.
Dobbins is at
Deshaun
the very
Watson.
and the best tight end in the NFL.
At the very best, J.K. Dobbins is the running back 3 on his own team. At the very best.
No, that's
What are
wrong.
you saying?
That's wrong.
Because running back
Probably the best running
Okay,
back.
maybe
on
week
that
1
team.
you're
It's
correct.
running back
but-
1 is Lamar Jackson. Running back 2, Mark Ingram.
Did you see the way Ohio State? Do you know the Ohio State offense from last year? How
Justin
they use
Fields.
Dobbins? It's almost exactly the same damn thing that the Ravens do.
Which
It's like
is
you take him and
important.
plug him into the same offense he was in last year, and let him off the hip of out of shotgun, off the hip, the pistol, all the stuff that the Ravens do. You couldn't have picked a better running back to be on the Ravens from this rookie class, and then he goes there and.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, man, but I love Mark Ingram, but there's
J.K.
no way
Dobbins is gonna be
Dobbins
better than
doesn't
him
become a running
pretty
back.
early.
It's 100% the reason why Dobbins was successful because, and I say this all the time, I'm sorry, but 2017, fantastic. He had a mobile quarterback. 2018, he didn't have that mobile quarterback to take attention away. It didn't click. And then last year he did, and fantastic. So he goes to the best situation for him specifically, and really for any back. I
hate the Ravens, but they're going to be the best team in the NFL next year.
Yeah.
Dude, Miami Dolphins. What are you talking about? Come on, go Fins.
For people who are listening, I broke down J.K. Dobbins for our draft guide. It was really fun. You should check that out.
Flex.
Check out the draft
All right,
guide.
we'll do.
It's a good article. I inserted some film clips. I touched on what Tyler talked about as well with the
And the guide is
the quarterback stuff.
free.
I'm sick that they were just giving Calais Campbell for just nothing, for
I know.
absolutely nothing.
Literally.
I imagine if
A
they put him
freebie.
up front with Vea and fucking Sue. No one's running on us. You put Campbell there too.
Dude,
Man.
he's a Hall of Famer, and people don't talk about it enough. Like, he got
Same
robbed.
thing with Chandler Jones.
It was Levante David. Sorry.
What was it, 2017? He should have been an Offensive Player of the Year. I think
The year that the
Aaron Donald.
Jaguars made it
Yeah.
to the AFC Championship. Yeah,
I don't know, man. Donald had a fucking unreal year that year too.
that's fair.
I'm pulling up the stats because they were like disgustingly close. And like, yes, Aaron Donald probably had his own argument for it, but like, give it to
Aaron
my boy.
Donald's the best football player I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah, 100%. No one should be 310 pounds and have a 6-pack. Like, it's just not physically.
If he retired tomorrow, he's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you said that. You have the perfect voice for podcasting, by the way, like a radio voice. I love that the 6-pack.
Yeah, like,
that's amazing.
there's no reason he should just be that jacked. Like, he trains with knives. Like, I don't get it.
He trains with knives.
He was actually on an interview with was it Barstool, I want to say.
Yeah.
So like it was him and DK Metcalf, and they were like being interviewed
that
by
was
Barstool.
with Big Cat, right?
Yeah.
Big Cat, yeah. So they're getting interviewed by Big Cat, and Donald's like, it was Donald or DK. One of them's like, yeah, no, I can't eat pizza or anything like that. Gotta stay healthy during the off season. So then Donald's like, oh, I'll fucking pizza. I don't care. Look at me. So
He's literally the spoke. Him and Gurley did Pizza Hut commercials.
Yeah.
Lots of cheese and pepperoni, right?
Yeah,
I feel like he couldn't say
no
that.
sauce.
I feel like that's not true. I feel like he just couldn't say like, "Oh yeah, I don't eat pizza either," because he's literally like a partner of Pizza Hut.
Yeah, like so they bring him his favorite pizza, and it was like literally it was like cheese, no sauce, and I forget what else he had on it, but
Yeah, it was
literally-
weird. I remember I saw
No
that.
sauce? That's like the best part. I mean, why even get a pizza? Just make some cheesy bread.
So
I mean, yeah.
I found the stats from 2017. Calais Campbell had 3 more quarterback hits, 1 less tackle for loss, 15 more solo tackles, 11 more assisted tackles, 3.5 more sacks, 2 less forced fumbles, had a touchdown. So I feel like my boy Calais got robbed a little bit.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I'd agree, man. He's such a great player. I love that
player of
dude.
the year
by the way.
last year, but I'm not going to talk about that.
and plus he's 6'8", and I think he might have the best voice in the entire NFL.
Yeah, he does. He's such a cool guy, really smart. Like when he's talking, if you just see his face, you would never guess he's this NFL star player.
Yeah.
He looks like the Jolly Green Giant.
Like
Yeah,
Walter
when you
Payton
say
Man
it,
of
he's
the
so
year,
huge.
he might be the most underrated player in this decade, just because.
Nope, Levante David. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, that's
Well,
fine.
he's underrated too, but I get what you're saying about.
Yeah,
Calais
no, there's a
Campbell.
lot of guys like that.
And yeah, I mean, I'm saying Campbell with no attachment to him emotionally whatsoever.
I have
Like,
an attachment.
Yeah,
to
just a good player.
yeah, I mean,
Respect the player.
Levante David has better stats across the board than Bobby Wagner, and Bobby Wagner is going to be a
100%.
first ballot Hall of Famer.
And I feel like Bobby Wagner's underrated too. So like, that
and
adds to it.
Of that linebacker class is probably the best draft I've ever seen for inside linebackers because
It's
it was
kinda like
Kinkley, David, and Wagner all in the same class.
You
And
see
then
that
plus
all the
there's a
time.
lot
I
of
mean,
other,
Troy
like,
Aikman's
great
in the Hall
players,
of
too.
Fame, right? Troy Aikman, and honestly, I'd rather have Andy Dalton as a quarterback. I'm not joking. I think Andy Dalton's stats are probably better too. But he's Cincinnati couldn't even win a playoff game, let alone a Super Bowl. But I'm just saying, like, Andy Dalton's a better quarterback than Troy Aikman, and look at how history has served the two of them. so
Terry
far.
Bradshaw was a horrible quarterback, and he's in the Hall of Fame.
That defense won.
I posted a tweet a couple weeks ago comparing Jameis Winston's first 5 seasons, his interception percentage, to Hall of Famers, and Terry Bradshaw's was almost twice the amount of percentage wise than Jameis Winston's.
Really?
It was like 6.9%.
What was twice percent of
His
Winston?
interception percentage, the percentage of his throws that are interceptions. Jameis Winston's was 3.4. Joe Namath and Terry Bradshaw were both like 6.9, 6.8.
And I think Winston, if he had a Lynn Swan, probably would have had a less, fewer interceptions.
He had the receivers. It's the running game and the defense that he never had, or an offensive line.
I'm looking at the 2012 draft right now, and from picks 9 to 12, it was Kuechly, Stephon Gilmore, Don Terry, Poe, Fletcher Cox.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. And we took Mark Barron at 7. It's
Yeah,
But we took Morris Claiborne at 6.
Hey, and the Dolphins.
Miami
took
Dolphins
Tannehill-
probably botched that draft.
They
I
took
was dead
Tannehill
wrong
at 8.
about Morris Claiborne, dude. I thought that
Tannehill
kid
at
was
8.
unreal.
Man, it sucks too because if you just look at Claiborne in terms of his metrics, in terms of his tape, like as a prospect,
He
like
looked
he was
so good.
He was
I thought he was
so
gonna be
good.
so good.
It could be
It's
worse.
just
You could have been the Jaguars at 5 and took Justin Blackman.
Justin Blackman was actually good though.
Dude, that guy was amazing. If he could have put down the bottle of juice, his
I think he's
drinking
still
problem, that guy was
technically
one
on
of the
the
best
team.
ever. Amazing receiver. He was so good. I love
Yeah,
that guy.
according to
I owned him on every dynasty team, and he screwed me on every dynasty team.
According to Wikipedia, Justin Blackman is an American football wide receiver for the Jaguars. So
He still is. He's never left.
Yeah, he hasn't retired officially.
what even like I don't know like. Man, that's stacked though. Brandon Whedon and fucking Justin Blackman in college.
oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Money Man
Unreal.
and Mike Evans was better.
Tim Tebow and Aaron Hernandez. Terrible.
Oh, you mean Tim Tebow and Riley Cooper?
Yeah, right. Yeah, until he was an issue too.
DY and Mike
Monkey Bros and Percy Harvin. You love to see it. What a team.
Hey,
love
don't forget
to
about
see it.
Deshaun Watson and Hunter Renfro.
Ooh,
Hey, all I remember is Torrey Smith getting laid out by a defensive lineman without a helmet, and Ted Ginn being the only productive play for Ohio State that entire game. LOL.
how frequently do you think guys have?
I heard that
catch
LOL, but
under
I didn't miss that.
50%.
I don't have to come for you,
50%.
madman, like that, but I just do. I'm sorry.
Justin Blackmon got targeted 132 times in 2012 and caught 64 passes.
No shit. Wow.
132
Joey
targets.
Galloway numbers.
That's amazing. That's great.
865
Corey
yards.
Davis is like 2018 numbers.
What happened to that guy? So many bad things.
I mean, he wasn't that good, and he got drafted high.
Yeah, I can't believe I wasn't one of those people.
I wasn't one of them either. I liked him. I didn't think he was that good though.
Oh, I was all.
This team doesn't use him fantastically. Let's say that as well. For a while, I mean, they just weren't using wide receivers great, like at all.
Corey Davis was just Jordan Matthews, which was very sad to see because I thought he was just a physical specimen. Like he was just huge, but then like 7 more scary wide receivers came out the next 2 years, and he got out specimen in his own wide receiving group.
The last guy that burned me and Devi, and I seriously have not been burned like this, before or since, Darunya Wilson. And he's actually literally dead now. But Darunya Wilson, it's amazing how people thought he would be. I've changed my process thanks to Darunya, who couldn't run, by the way. I changed my process since him. But, yeah, he burned me in all my Devi leagues. I had him everywhere.
Hey, he had a year for the Albany Empire of the Arena Football League. So if it goes past that, you would have been good.
Dude, I love that you have these facts. Like I mean that's amazing that you know that. That's
great. It's been a long quarantine, but not saying that I've been recently looking up Darunya Wilson.
Snacks just went Daniel Jones, by the way. Snacks went Daniel Jones. I am baffled. Well, not really, but
you guys came at me for Carson Wentz, and then Danny Dimes went off the board.
Dude, Danny Dimes. Dude, Snacks literally only likes Giants players. So
I will say, Danny Dimes was on pace to have 32 touchdowns, and Eli only did that once ever. So, and Slayton's nasty, Golden Tate's nasty, Evan Ingram's nasty. This is a little foreshadowing. I think me and Tyler talked about this on the video dropping on.
They have the pass catchers now. No excuses. They do.
And they got Deion Lewis. They've got a second running back. They're not going to give us Wayne Gallman again for the 3rd year.
Right. They actually have a guy that can go in and catch the ball too when he's given Saquon a breather or whatever. I don't even think Saquon Barkley needs to come off the field like ever. I mean, when you're that close to Superman, why would you need to sit ever?
I had a friend that played with him at Whitehall, and he was like, it was the most incredible experience of my entire life. Just they would give because he was a senior when Saquon was a freshman, and he was just still disgusting. Like, imagine getting to play with that guy in high school. Genetically
superior, just and in the perfect sport for himself. Incredible, perfect storm of things. That guy's amazing for sure. I hope he doesn't get hurt because those running backs, man, they get the shit beat out of them. It's amazing any of them last 16 games based on what they have to do. I hope he never gets injured because that guy's amazing.
I think the NFL is trending to where guys like Christian McCaffrey are going to be the long-term kind of haul backs because of what they do in the receiving work as well. So I'm excited for players like that.
I was actually looking at it too. Mike was getting into an argument basically because there was a report that came out. Someone's like, "Oh, is this the perfect opportunity to sell Christian McCaffrey?" And we're looking at it like,
"No,
you have the best player in fantasy, like bar none. He's a top dynasty asset. Why the heck are you looking to sell high just to get value? Like, take your championships."
It's not value if you sell a guy that's going to help you win a championship. I saw that from smart people saying, "Hey, sell Christian McCaffrey," and I'm sorry, they're wrong. I mean, do you not want to win your league?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not the right time to sell. And in fact, you should probably buy him because it sounds like there are people out there who are not making sense. So buy Christian McCaffrey.
It's the Family Guy thing where he's like,
the
mystery box thing where he's like, I have the best player in fantasy, but the mystery box could be anything, even the best player in fantasy.
The best player in
fantasy. Keep the best player in fantasy then.
Some people just don't like what they have, even if it is the best player in fantasy.
Also, sidebar, are we talking about Juju's drop down this board?
I was about to mention that. That's a great value right now.
I'm not. I wouldn't pick him here still.
Hey,
He makes me so fucking nervous.
What did I say? My wide receiver 8, right?
He's
Yeah.
like 15 for me.
Damn.
I'm not touching him with a 10-foot pole.
He's currently player 13 according to Sleeper's default rankings.
Well, Sleeper's
Yeah, their
default
rankings
rankings.
Listen, I'm just letting you know.
I'll be honest. I'm not checking Sleeper's rankings. I'll look anywhere else. I see what's ranked. When I'm drafting, but yeah, I don't know if I trust their rankings.
I don't blame you.
That is a window, and
No shade to Sleeper. I think they follow me on Twitter. Thanks, guys. That's
Yeah, they follow me too. Hey, it's a good group of people.
They follow everyone.
Have to be a little bit better, Sleeper. Please keep improving. Please.
Well, they're a startup though. Still, I mean, they're like what, year 3 or so. I mean, they're
I think you're right. 3 years in, and it's true, and they've done a great job. But they have some things that we asked about, a couple years ago. They said, yeah, we're going to be doing that, and kind of still waiting. I don't know what the delay is, just to make this app better. Things to do, with your league options that you have.
Yeah.
I don't like how I just acquire players, from the waiver wire. Even is not really as easy as it should be.
Yeah, no, I mean the sidebar stuff's kind of tough, and
well, they have mascots. That's pretty cool.
I do like the mascot. Also, Bush, do you see my beautiful picture of Vlad Jr. and Vlad Sr.?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Of that. I'm not the biggest baseball fan. I'm kind of like a fair weather Blue Jays fan. I don't really watch baseball that much. There's like 600 million games a year.
I wish there were 600 million games right now.
There are too many games.
Literally. I would watch baseball right now though if it was on.
This is mostly a wall of guys that just went to die. There's Hopkins. There's Jay Ajayi over there. Yeah, Mike Vick on the Eagles.
You got a war room in there. I love it.
He really does. Yeah.
I love that.
Over there. And
I've been trying to snag a Derek Brooks autographed helmet for so fucking long, and they get upbid so quick. I'm not spending $400 on one.
Free plug.
Really? That's what they're up to? Shit.
Yeah,
no.
I've seen them. If you go to like the recent sales history of them, like someone will get one for like $110. I'm like, what the hell? How come I bid on them, they go for $400?
The trade just got canceled.
Yeah, that was the Barnett accepted a trade after he made his selection, and I'm like, I don't want Hopkins. Move on.
Who is available? Juju,
got a nice
Cooper,
team.
DJ Moore, Galladay.
DJ Moore's
lots of value here.
Wait, DJ Moore's still on the board.
What?
No, he's not. I lied. He's not there. Don't
Snacks is taking his time here.
Yeah, it's because I'm making some magic over here.
DJ Moore's a top 6
for DJ Moore.
Please stop.
Tyler, are you trading up again?
I maybe don't ask me questions.
Do
Come
you
on,
have
all over
any
the place.
fucking picks left to trade?
No,
up with?
I'm gonna have a 6-man roster, but it's gonna be a great 6-man roster.
You're giving up all 4 of your 10th round picks to get this one. Is that it?
I like that.
Hey,
Rob,
Fournette's still there. You guys,
We're
can take
accepting
Fournette.
2021 first, by the way.
Yeah, we're rebuilding.
Who's your co-owner?
Rebuilding.
Me and Danny are the 2 owners of Danny Ladd team.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay.
You haven't even built. How can you rebuild?
What do you mean?
You have to build
in the
once.
NFL, the best quarterback in the NFL.
You just said you're
And the 2
rebuilding.
best rookies.
Well, we're rebuilding
Oh,
because we don't have a lot of mid-round
top
picks to
3.
get depth. so.
Fair enough.
And we have 2 rookie running backs.
Fair enough.
Wow.
You can trade me your better guys for mid-round picks. I mean, that works too if you want. But
Yeah,
Carson
we'll give you Kittle for your 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Wentz- no.
No.
I love Kittle. Don't get me wrong.
Sam
But
Darnold.
tight
there.
ends scare me, especially Kittle, because I had Kittle last year, won my championship with Kittle. But when I saw his knee just go inside out on the one, was it the first play of the game?
Wasn't he like fine after that?
He was. He played the entire game and then didn't play the next 2 weeks, I think.
That looked brutal. I can't believe he played. Right.
So I was picking up Ross Dwelly left and right everywhere, and that didn't work
I
out.
started him that one week.
It worked
when
at
he got the
first,
touchdown.
but it didn't work out long term. You're right.
Didn't he play? Well, probably the Cardinals is who he played. I think he played against the Cardinals and he caught like 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't think I actually started him that week, which was
I did. I needed him because I had whoever my tight end was on a bye, so I had to start him.
Let me see. I need to
I
see
think
what.
the NFL needs to let guys do the helmet to helmet and hit people in the head again because I'm getting sick of seeing them
knees.
going low and taking out legs. That pisses
Yeah. Yeah, just concussion. It's
Great
fine.
value, by the way,
Like a
Dwayne.
week or two.
You can still play for a while. Yeah.
Ooh, I had to start Jack Doyle.
Or if you're Tom Savage, you play the next play.
Dude,
Yeah, fuck.
when
You
Kittle
remember
went out,
when Matt Moore got belted when he was the quarterback for the Dolphins in that playoff game?
yeah,
Wait, was that when he tried to
murder.
stand up and he was all stunned?
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that guy's still alive. Like it
Like,
just
that was
it looked
insane.
Like he died on the field, which I'm surprised that's never happened before. But
It has in the 1920s, before the forward pass was a thing.
Really?
People had died on the field. Yeah.
no kidding.
If you watch
I'm on the board.
the NFL series, if you have NFL Game Pass, the timeline, there's
Yeah.
one on the forward pass, or is it No, it's actually a Football Life.
Okay.
There's a Football Life on the forward pass in like the early 1900s. Like people would die consistently at playing.
I'm absolutely sick that you took DJ Moore.
That was
Absolutely.
a great value.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he
was
got
an
sniped.
unbelievable spot for him to go.
I'll trade back a whole round. I was looking at DJ Moore a round earlier. I'm happy that I traded that back.
Yeah.
Check your team out. You might have a nice little team going.
He's got a great team. I was just looking at it.
Going.
Dak, Sanders, DJ Moore still has a pick this round. Like,
And I got a bunch of mid rounds, baby.
yeah.
Hey, I don't care what Tyler said about you guys.
Hey, you want to package them for
Is anything
2021
going to
first?
be Lamar, Joe Mixon, Austin Eckler, Michael Thomas? Come on, breathe, everyone.
Dwayne, you're clearly going to contend if you want to package one of your 2021 first for another mid-round pick.
I might look at giving away some of the rookie stuff next year. Let me take a look real quick, see if I can find something.
We're trying to get rookie stuff next year.
Yeah, we're getting
Yeah,
all those
that's
rookie
what I'm
picks.
I fucking hate
It'll
the
be a
rookie
supplemental draft, and we're gonna get Trevor Lawrence this year. Jokes on you
Hey,
guys.
there you
seriously, if you guys offer me a trade, let me know on the side or whatever on Twitter because I'm not, I'm on the app to draft, but I'm not paying attention to anything else. So if you guys offer me a deal, I'm not ignoring you. But please hit me on Twitter or message me somehow outside of Sleeper app. Thanks.
Well,
Because I love to trade, but
I'm going with Babytron, baby. Let's go. Kenny Galladay, welcome to the squad.
I like it.
bastard, that's who I was gonna pick. I hate you.
Here,
I'm
I'll
kidding.
look to do a DM, okay?
I can't do Amari because he's going to be on some rogue ass team.
Yeah.
And
I can't draft him anyway. I'm
I
not.
thought about Juju, but I think Juju's gone after this year, and I don't know where he ends up.
Some
Yeah.
contender's gonna get Julio Jones.
I know. I honestly thought about Julio, but it's so tough.
That's all. If Noah doesn't pick him, Dwayne, that's all you.
I'll tell you guys, it's sad to see that,
Julio.
Julio Jones and Larry Fitzgerald, two of the best receivers we've seen in for my lifetime anyway. Those two guys, and it's sad that it's coming to an end like that for those. It just is because they broke the mold. We have some good players, but those two guys just amazing, and I hate to see him retire. I really do.
Julio's just a freak.
He is, man. Can do that.
Is he the
I
greatest
DM'd
number
you.
11 ever?
Probably
For right now.
for
I
right
can't
now.
even think of another number 11. Probably another receiver of some kind.
Yeah, once Carson Wentz wins an MVP and another Super Bowl.
Oh, please stop.
Deshaun
Hey,
Jackson
just
with
like-
your boys.
Just like
I
2017
fucking
when he won, right?
And he
Listen,
ruined my
Jacoby
team.
Brissett's won a Super Bowl. Can we breathe? I mean, unbelievable.
I DM'd you on Twitter.
So did
by the
David
way,
Carr.
I
Julio,
mean, John Gruden's won a Super Bowl. I mean, anyone can do it. Jeez.
Julio Jones averages over 1,500 receiving yards over the last 6 seasons, which is disgusting. He's got the highest 6-year average of all time.
Yo, do you guys want to hear a hot take?
Oh, no.
Antonio Brown and Julio Jones are both top 5 receivers of all time.
I don't hate that.
Antonio Brown.
Talent wise, yeah.
Have you ever looked at Antonio Brown and
Most
Calvin
dominant
Johnson
receiver for a long
numbers?
time.
The problem is, I don't know. You're not taking Jerry out. You're not taking Randy out.
I honestly think Antonio Brown and T.O. is a toss-up. I'm going to shit you not.
That's fine. But do you put Calvin Johnson in first?
Yeah, I'd put all three of those guys. The three modern day guys, I'd put all three of them in contention for a top 5 receiver of all time. Because obviously you could offer me probably 7 guys there.
Dude, what about Des Bryant and Michael Gallup and CeeDee Lamb?
I
Fucking CD,
I
baby.
what you're throwing there.
CeeDee Lamb is going to bust. Sorry.
No.
I'm not
Okay.
really that excited, and I don't think that you're kidding, right? I don't think that's.
No, I don't. I wasn't a huge fan of him.
I'm not as huge of a fan, and I let everybody draft him, and I take other players.
Yeah,
out.
no, I'm not. I
He's
think
not somebody that I'm
he's a
really
good
high
player.
on.
I just
I
I think
mean,
there's a chance he busts. I think he's
I
a
think,
bust.
I think he's an 1,100-yard player year one. That's how.
I mean, Randall Cobb had 820 receiving yards last year, and people were just kind of glossing over that.
Yeah, but Gallup and Amari were also hurt. I mean, there's a good chance Amari's going to get hurt again, but if he doesn't, I don't see a chance in hell.
Witten had 83 targets last year for the record. Witten had 83 targets, 61 catches.
He also had 83 targets at like 4 yards a pop. Like,
yeah.
Other famous number 11s are Norm Van Brocklin. That's the other one I can find.
You know,
I'm like all his story, and I know the fucking forget where he was from. Was he Dutch or something?
Yeah, something like that.
You know,
Called him something like a crazy Dutchman or some shit.
Nuts.
By the way, Madman, I sent you the offer.
You're the Eagles guy, bootleg. You should know this.
Yeah, let me accept that.
Yeah, they were playing when the ball was still made out of like an actual pig, so I got nothing for you. And the number 11 will get retired in Philadelphia at some point, so it's fine.
Shouldn't.
Not yet, obviously. I mean,
oh, I was thinking D-Jax. I forgot he's 10 in Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah.
11 for us.
D-Jax is just a stud.
Yeah, he's a whiny bitch.
He's another. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to play in Tampa either. No offense. It seemed kind of.
Hey, that's where I live. Come on, it's a great city. We're a hockey town, though. In all honesty,
Are you in Tampa?
Yeah, I'm from Tampa.
Dude, we love to vacation down there on the bay, like
Tampa's
on the Gulf.
Bay.
I love it.
It's
love
snowing right now in
It's
Canada.
not here.
In Canada?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding. It's actually snowing right now.
It was literally just snowing outside my window.
It's
like
fucking
10 minutes
May
ago.
9th. Like, what the hell's going on?
Ooh,
It's so hot in Florida. I have to wear sunglasses indoors. Like the sun, it's gleaming through the room. I mean, it's
There's
ridiculous.
a gleam. That's a shout out to the resident Browns fan there. There's a
Yes,
gleam.
sir. Yes, sir. I gotcha.
By the way, live trade just made.
What did you do?
801 for 2021 first.
Did I accept that? I'm trying to. Did I
Oh,
accept
you're
that?
doing that.
You haven't yet, but
Yeah.
I
Maybe text me and tell me that you're going to do this before.
Yeah, I'm accepting that trade,
Sorry.
but I'm all thumbs here on my sleeper app. Trying
If
to
anyone
figure
wants
out.
to fab budget,
Are we getting the 801 or are we selling the 801?
selling it.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
My
offering
favorite
you.
thing,
Look, I
guys,
just
when
went in full
wide
negotiation
receivers
mode.
come into the league is when people talk about how great they are at running routes. You know, that's all well and good. Amari Cooper, whatever, Jerry Jeudy.
Henry
There are
Ruggs.
examples of guys that can, run great routes. It doesn't matter when you become a pro wide receiver. They're going to teach those guys to run the routes that they need to run. The more important thing is, do they get separation on their own? Do they get separation? And those are the players to target, and the cream rises to the top. So you just draft the guys that you think are the best. You make your own draft order. Don't worry about landing spots. Hello, Juju Smith-Schuster. That worked out fine for him. You don't worry about where they go. You like them or you don't, and they'll eventually become starters and wide receiver 1s and 2s if they're good enough. But route running, it's totally overrated. They're going to run routes. You don't have to be a crisp route runner. You need to be able to get off of man press coverage and
There's a lot of guys that worry me from this past class. That Justin Jefferson specifically is one that worries me with that, and Brian Edwards and Brandon Ayuk as well. Those guys definitely worry me with press coverage.
Glad
I'm not an Ayuk fan anyway.
I like
think he's a
Ayuk,
good
and I like
athlete,
the fit of the offense that he's in now. But if they ask him to play on the outside, he's going to struggle.
So let me ask you this then: a guy like Gabriel Davis, who has some of the best get-off hands in the country coming in this year, do you like him better than some of these top end dudes?
I mean,
I wouldn't say better, but I do
wouldn't have
like
to pick him
Davis.
that high. Also, you could get him in like the third, fourth round of a rookie startup draft.
You can get him real fucking late, but like
I'd like it. I might have him higher than Brian Edwards, or at least close.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Brian Edwards because if you don't know me by now, I am the Henry Ruggs truther. I think Henry Ruggs is going to be a superstar.
I think he can be, but he's also a guy that honestly, when he has the ball in his hands, he's great. But if you watch the tape, he wasn't the best at getting separation on his own. Hopefully that changes because he's definitely a fast guy.
Just lost
could
all
not gain
credibility.
separation on his own.
I didn't see that. I think I know what you mean. I know he can. He wasn't the most I don't even know how to explain it. He's not the most natural at getting separation. It's more of like a speed thing, but they'll clean that up. Like he's the kid too. Like another thing that can't be discounted is I know we like look at these guys like they're just fucking fantasy football players, but the kid's fucking awesome. Like the kid's personality, Henry Ruggs, like he's an awesome person.
Yeah,
he's a badass. I think he's going to be a way better pro than he was in college, and I think the Raiders was a great spot. Obviously, you saw Mike Mayock and John Gruden were like basically, kissing each other. They were so freaking happy that they were able to get
I
him.
knew they would. I called that in January that they would love him.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota's
easy way of putting that, madman.
It's funny to me too.
That's a really PG way of putting that, madman. They were kissing each other.
I mean, they were just happy. They were. You saw John Gruden, like he couldn't even hide it, like being the tough guy.
Yeah,
he was so
balls deep inside Mayock's shorts is where he was.
I was gonna say it was the same thing. When Jerry picked CeeDee Lamb, like when the Cowboys were on the clock and I saw Jerry smiling, like full grin, like face was covered in a smile. I'm like, okay, there's no way he just took a defensive end or freaking a safety here. Like he's taking that guy that's gonna fucking make plays, is gonna fucking take that team to the top. As soon as I saw that, I'm like, okay, I don't want to get my hopes up again because I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm used to like us just doing something that pisses me off. But I'm like, if this isn't CeeDee Lamb here, like I'll be shocked. And we saw that live reaction, like. My face turned red as a tomato. I fell over my chair. Like,
can I tell you, I lost $3,000 when the Cowboys picked CeeDee Lamb. I bet against that pick.
Really?
Yeah, I bet a lot of money when I bet though. So
I wish I had $3,000 to bet.
Yeah, I never bet a lot of money. I guess I'm not that convinced of my own convictions on things. So it's always small amounts. But yeah, good on you, man. That's a good bet.
I'm a boomer bust better. I bet like
baby.
$10 on like super unlikely things and hope that it hits instead of like.
Yeah, those are fun though. Like prop bets, $10.
Yeah, like I'll parlay a bunch of. I'll parlay like the entire NFL like week and try and pick every game. Bet $10.
I lost $10. Big deal. I mean, I was planning on doing that anyways. I would have spent it. So it's money well spent. You had a good time. That's how I am. I
remember I bet the entire week slate of games with $20, and had I won it, it would have been like $7,000 this one time that I bet it, and I was one game short.
That's the worst.
It was like
I have some buddies that are really
like 2017, and like the Titans beat the Chargers or something stupid, like two teams I care, like I don't give a shit about, like that happened.
I have a friend that bets a lot. Honestly, he probably makes half my salary every year just by gambling. I'm not willing to do that. That's a ton of money because if you lost that or more, you'd be hurting. But he makes it's like a second job for him. It's amazing.
I have a buddy whose entire job is betting. Like his whole job is betting on sports, and he's like a stock trader as well. Like that, those are like his jobs.
Yeah, it'd be fun if you had the money to do it, honestly, and you weren't like costing your family the meals for the week or something. Like, it was like your toy income, your disposable cash.
It just means you got to go hamburger helper for a week. They'll understand when you finally get big.
As long as you're eating
hamburger helper week because you missed on fucking bills.
Just eat this shit and go play Fortnite. Come on.
It's fine. Yeah. They don't even taste it when they're fucking knee deep in that game.
Ties on the clock. All right.
Ooh,
he traded back up. He disappeared. I want to hear about this trade. Anybody know what the trade details were?
All I know is I can guarantee you. I'm feeling like he's taking Evan Ingram here.
I just want to point out to you guys that me and Danny are going to have Patrick Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence as our quarterbacks starting next year.
He's taking Evan Ingram here.
Solid.
Let's breathe. Come on.
And then once we get Jamar Chase as well, that'll be nice.
Solid.
The sixth round talent, right?
Can I just get
Carolina Panthers great Trevor Lawrence.
How much time when's it time out? Like how much time do I have on the clock here?
10 minutes. We're just doing 10 minutes because we're live, but normally like it would probably be a slow clock. But hey, we're getting through these. We're having a good time at it, so let's do it.
Good plug.
What was the trade here? Hey, man, what was the trade? What did you give up for to give Tyler this pick? What did you get in return?
I didn't give up much.
Yeah, he moved to the sixth round. I just jumped around basically.
And
please take Evan Ingram.
Please do it.
Please take Evan Ingram.
Why?
Because I know I know you want Evan Ingram, and like there's some good guys at the top of the board that like you may take. So, you know, do I want Evan Ingram? No. So please take him.
I don't either.
I'm gonna go grab something to eat. I'll be right back.
No doubt.
Fucking Canadians always eating.
Listen, David Montgomery's on the board, right? That's interesting to me. Now, I like him as a fantasy candidate this year to kind of get into that second year and
as a Chicago Bear.
Who? Yeah, there's a bear for you, Dwayne. You want to
anything to do with
this pick?
I don't want anything to do with any fucking Bears in fantasy football.
Right?
Jesus Christ. I almost took Allen Robinson over Julio there just because of the age thing, but he's literally the only fucking fantasy player
You're
worth
right.
touching in Chicago.
I agree with you. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, it's a shame. I think it's the coach, though. I really do. I think that coach is just
he's too cute. He likes to get cute, and that's a problem.
Yeah, he's not going to last for sure. He's done. This is his last year there.
I mean, I hope he puts it together and he can figure shit out. He did it the end of last season. He figured out talking about Trubisky again.
Yeah, like the Bears or not, just as far as fantasy football goes, it'd be great if that happened. I just don't know. I don't think I believe it will. I think he's done. If it doesn't turn around this year, that guy's fired.
Hey man, the GM. That GM is one of the worst drafters I've ever seen.
Nagy and his GM, both of those guys are goofy.
They might have Trevor Lawrence next year. I've said this a couple times.
They would. I
think they could be that bad.
They wouldn't take him.
Yeah, they probably picked Trey Lance over him.
Dude, I'm telling you, fucking Ryan Pace is the worst drafting GM there is. I mean, he's not bad at free agency. He makes decent deals in the offseason, but his fucking draft history is.
Are you a Bears fan?
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm a Bucks fan. You're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
I mean, this year, not so much, but like the rest of my life.
Dude, I like how he said unfortunately, because that's exactly how I feel as a Browns fan most of the time.
As an Eagles fan, it was just the greatest night of my life when Cody Clark decided to take everything.
Greater than the Super Bowl.
Let me tell you what. I was at the time I owned a company, and the guy that ran it for me, like my number one in the company, who's a huge Philadelphia Eagles fan. And without invitation, he decided to come over to watch that game with me in my basement.
Without invitation,
he just showed up. He showed up like with a 6-pack of beer. I'm like, I'm gonna go through that through the first quarter. Like, go get some more beer if you want to stay. But this guy had been with me at that time for about 4 years, and he was set to take over the company from me in a couple of years. I legitimately fired him after that game, and I haven't spoken to him since.
Nice.
Why is that?
Why not?
Just the 6-pack or what?
Because the Eagles beat the Bears on the worst fucking loss I've ever seen in
football.
football.
The Parkey game. I thought you meant the Eagles Super Bowl.
No, it was Parkey game.
The Cody Parkey game.
As watching Cody Parkey for 2 or 3 years, he just got the yips. Like, I don't know what happened to him. Like, he was a Pro Bowl level kicker at one point. Like I think it was his rookie
He was
year.
really good and really accurate for a long time, and then I don't know.
Dolphins great, Cody Parkey.
He stepped in for Sturgis after Sturgis like somehow hurt himself as a kicker.
From your Florida Gators. Sorry.
I'm calling it the Robbie Gold curse. The Bears are never going to have a good kicker again. It's a Robbie Gold.
Wait, you guys have a curse like that? The Bucks have the curse of Matt Bryant.
Also, if you have a chance to hold on to Jay Cutler forever, you do it. I mean, he single-handedly made that stupid reality show a success that his wife, was doing. Yeah, and Jay Cutler needs his own. He's never going to do it because he hated being on that show. But that's one person that my wife would watch it, and I would just tune in because Jay Cutler's outtakes were the best.
Look,
like,
Jay Cutler
doesn't give a shit about that show like he didn't give a shit about the Bears. It's funny.
I'm convinced he's autistic, but as a quarterback, I enjoyed having Jay Cutler on my team as a quarterback because he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he would throw the ball.
Jay Cutler is Jameis Winston.
Jay Cutler are my favorites. Just throw the ball. 2-minute drill. What the hell are you talking about? I'm throwing the football, baby.
Just get the fuck out there and just chuck it. It doesn't matter where it goes. Just throw it. I like a guy that has a very short memory and is way too confident in his own arm.
Yeah,
doesn't give a shit if he's going to get his fucking chin knocked off. He's going to get up and do it again.
The guy that walks up and punches his own offensive lineman. I mean, you gotta love those guys. And Ryan,
that's a bear
for me now.
he doesn't give a
That's
shit.
a fucking Chicago Bear player right there. I liked him. I realize I get a lot of shit because I say that out loud, but I liked him on the Bears. I'd rather have him over Trubisky 1,000 days a week.
I like the way you think nuts.
He's
Nikki
Dwayne. He's literally the exact same polarizing figure that Jameis was.
Yes.
Didn't give a shit.
I mean, he never threw
picks all
30
the time,
fucking
like
2 touchdowns or whatever Jameis did, but he did throw a lot of picks.
I'll tell you what, if Jameis Winston would just go in the game and not overthink shit, if he would just, now that he got his eyes fixed, the LASIK surgery is probably going to be money. Like you won't be saying, what the hell is he seeing out there? What's he looking at? Now he'll
He got LASIK surgery. I don't believe that for half a second.
Well,
By the way,
I'm
I
saying,
like that pick.
if he would not get creative, if he just go out and play football and throw the ball and get loose and not overthink stuff and try to be, this creative guy outside the pocket, he would be really, really good. He would be
already really good. He just makes stupid fucking decisions.
Well, that's the thing. Don't make
be,
decisions. Just go play football, dude.
Yeah, that's why I said like if he's able to take over for Breeze and he plays inside structure like Sean Payton's offenses, he's going to be a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
I think that's probably the best offense and best coach that.
And I said it when Bruce Arians was hired. This is either the worst thing that happened to him or the best thing, and it was the worst because Bruce Arians.
Was anybody
surprised
like
Holmgren?
Anybody surprised at how small that contract is he got? I
can't believe that Andy Dalton got what 10 or 12 million, and he got.
I can't believe that a guy who's thrown like 5 passes makes 10 times on his own team.
Shit,
it's dumb.
That's Fanny's Cowboys though.
I saw Did anyone see the tweet that NBC tweeted out? It was like, who's the best backup quarterback in the NFL? And like Taysom Hill was on the list, and Jameis
wasn't on. Like.
Oh, fuck, am I on the clock again?
Taysom Hill's not a quarterback. I don't care. That's stupid.
Yeah, they were like, who's the best backup in the NFL? And it was like Taysom Hill, Andy Dalton, fucking
Taysom Hill's a badass. I love him as
Nick
a football player.
Foles. I was like, come on. Jameis threw for 33 touchdowns and 5,000 yards last year. Give me a break.
I mean, you should put Carson Wentz on that list too.
Yeah, true. Quarterback factory. That was the most poverty sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. I love Jalen Hurts as a player. I think Bush, Tyler obviously know that because we worked in.
Jalen Hurts is terrible. Are you kidding?
The reason they said that quarterback factory thing is because they can't say it's because Carson Wentz gets injured all the time. That's why the pick was made. They can't say that though.
Realistically, he's had 2 injuries that are concerning, right?
Yep.
Every quarterback,
it's bad.
Every quarterback that you can kind of, except for
but the issue is when those injuries happened.
I mean, he's not picking when he's getting.
I know, but that's why the team felt the need to go out and protect their ass.
I mean, that's fair, but no one talks about the fact that Deshaun Watson has ACL tears on both knees. No one talks about the fact that Pat Mahomes literally looked like he died on the field last year. Like the injury,
that was scary. I had him in my home league, the one I care most about, and I almost cried.
It's completely overblown. Like Ben Roethlisberger has played in 16 games 4 times in his career. No one complains about Ben Roethlisberger's injury history. I think, honestly, the knee, that was him playing recklessly, and that was bound to happen.
Yeah,
it was still kind of a freak play, though.
Yeah,
it was a fluke, and the back. I mean, you're not expecting somebody to break a backbone. You know what I mean? Like that's
unless
not
you're Matthew Stafford.
Like that's not a normal injury. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're not talking about repetitive, soft tissue sort of things that some of the players have. I mean, he's still a tough guy, right? Bradford. Yeah,
like,
I mean,
I think the injury stuff is overblown just because knee injuries happen to everybody. You know.
The injury thing's not as much of an issue for me. The issue for me is how I think he's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. Because the reason I say that is because I think he's a good quarterback. I think he's probably top 10 quarterback in the league. But people talk about him like he's Watson or Wilson or Mahomes.
But is he that much worse than Watson?
I think he is. I think he's like 2 tiers below Watson. I think Watson's one of the best.
I'd rather have Baker Mayfield. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's close. I think it's close.
I think the top 2. I mean, let's be honest here. We're all talking the top 2 tiers clear as day. It's Mahomes and Wilson. Oh, after that, there's a jumble.
It's like Lamar. It's like Lamar, fucking
Deshaun, Dak,
Deshaun, Dak Prescott,
Kyler.
Listen, I don't think Dak is in the same tier as Deshaun. If you're going to put Deshaun,
no, and he's not in the same tier, but I think he is better than Wentz.
I think it's close. I think this is the make or break.
This is the biggest argument on Twitter, by the way.
100%.
Who's better between Dak and Wentz?
I'm in the middle of it.
Whoever follows me on Twitter will know how much I argue this.
Yeah, that's why I have you muted.
But realistically, can you guys name the 2 wide receivers the Eagles beat with the Giants with in Week 17 last year?
But Carson Wentz doesn't throw to his receivers. As an Eagles fan, you have to say that.
But
hey, Arcega-Whiteside, you have to give the guy a little bit of a pass. He did suck last year, and
so garbage. He wasn't good in college.
Honestly, I think he's fine. I think he's going to be okay his sophomore year.
He'll be fine. But
I didn't believe in him at all.
When you target running backs and 2 tight ends, how far are defenses going back on you? 7 yards?
Yeah, no, that's why the Eagles offense hasn't been like explosive since 2017 when they had a legitimate field stretcher.
Exactly.
When Torrey Smith played the full year or whatever. I think it was Torrey Smith, right?
Yeah.
Like if Jalen Rager
is that a legit field stretcher though? Like these teams are making developments to where they're getting guys like Tyreek Hill. Like the Eagles said, you know what? Fuck it. We're going Marquise Goodwin. We're going Rieger. Deshaun's back. We got John Hightower who ran a 4.4. And we got Quez Watkins, who ran the second fastest 40 at the combine.
I still think they should have traded up for Ruggs.
Yes, but also looking back at it now, yes. If it was their first round pick and their second round pick, I see that for sure. And I think if he got to learn from Deshaun Jackson and got to learn a little bit of how Deshaun gets open downfield, it would have been dynamic. But I think Rieger's not that far off. I think Rieger.
No. I think Rieger's a great player too.
I think
Rieger. I think exactly what they needed was what Ruggs does.
Yeah, I mean, I think Rieger's going to play inside and outside, which I don't think Jefferson could. I think that's why they passed on him. I
agree.
I think Alshon's coming back this year, which.
Well, I mean, have you seen his dead cap figures? I think he's going to be back for the next 3 years.
Oh, no. 100%. I mean, we couldn't get rid of him. The best part about that deal was they didn't have to restructure that deal at all. Like, I don't know why they did it, but also I think Alshon wasn't the rat. I don't know if
they need to fire whoever their capologist is, though. Like, legitimately. Like, they have some of the worst, like, them and the Rams have some of the worst structured contracts I've ever seen.
That's the only deal that I can really point a finger and say that's brutal.
Fletcher Cox has so much backloaded money. If he regresses,
Fletcher Cox is probably the 3rd best defensive tackle in the league still.
No, he's still a great player, but
tackle.
He has so much backloaded money that in 2 years, like who knows what Fletcher Cox could be? He could hit a wall.
I mean,
who would you have as your 2, by the way? Like Cox, Chris Jones.
Chris Jones is better than Fletcher Cox, in my opinion.
It's Chris Jones, then it's Cox for me. I mean, in all honesty,
I feel like I'm forgetting someone.
Aaron Donald.
I think Kenny Clark.
Darnold's an end though. I mean, he plays interior.
Donald's just a defensive lineman.
Interior.
I think Kenny Clark at this stage in Cox's career, I think Kenny Clark is better than Fletcher Cox.
I mean, I think
they
overplayed him.
Gosh,
where are we putting Calais Campbell in that? Like, I think he's below those guys.
I look at him as an end at least.
I don't know. I don't think he's an edge though. I think he's an interior lineman still when I view him.
I guess he's even older than Cox is though. Like he's
like 34. Yeah. Cox is only like what, 28, 29?
No,
guys, if you're going to talk about Cox, I'm going to have to leave.
I think isn't Fletcher Cox looking 31 years old?
Yeah, he's like 31.
Okay, yeah, because I know he was drafted the same year as Tyron Smith. Or no, he's the year after.
2012. My bad. Bobby Wagner and the boys. But
I'm sorry, I confused those two drafts.
The Eagles' defensive tackles are going to be nuts this year. It's Cox, Javon.
You'd have a problem if Vernon Hargraves is anywhere on your defense.
And
hey, maybe he'll do better at that than that corner.
He is the worst corner I've ever seen in my life. Like,
who's that? Who's the worst corner? Who you guys
Vernon Hargraves III is the worst corner I've ever seen in my life. It's the worst draft pick in Bucs history, minus Bo Jackson.
He's a very sloppy player.
He's so bad. He's the rare breed of corner that's slow and fat and
lacks instincts. Yeah, like at least you have to have one or the other. Be really fast.
If you're small, you better be athletic. I mean, he's not.
Right.
Yo, Tyler, Noah's asking, he thought that the clock would raise after the 3rd round, he said in the chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just said it was after the live ended, but yeah. I'll raise the clock after this pick.
After this pick? You got to wait to the end of the round, man. Fuck.
That's kind of true.
Right? That'd be a better, end of the round's probably the way to do it.
Do it right
Or
now.
you can let me pick one more time and then raise it up. It's going to be a
By the
little
way, I
while, but-
followed all you guys in the thread, so if you don't mind, that way it makes trade discussions and stuff a little easier. So you don't have to follow me, but it would be nice.
I'll follow you.
I'm going to go find you right now.
Yeah, I got you. On Twitter, right?
Yes, sir. Yep, at Dynasty Admin.
Fuck, I'm following you already.
I feel like
Yeah, some of you guys were.
Oh no, never mind. There we go.
Oh yeah, we're good.
We got it.
Good group of dudes.
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
yeah, but by the way, Bush, I'm still looking at our team, man. I'm fucking hyped.
We're just festering right now.
Yeah. Well, we got those three ones. I mean, obviously we don't pick.
I've never done this before.
It's fun though, isn't it? Like I haven't either because
I don't know. I always want to win every year.
You got to mix it up, though. You got to try new shit.
This is a free league. This is the league you do it in.
I'm glad you said that. No, I feel the same way. Like we have a listener league going on, and guys, I'm not kidding you. I had no strategy. I got a few veteran players, a couple guys that I can rely on, like Keenan Allen and Nick Chubb. I got Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, and seriously seven rookie wide receivers and a couple of rookie running backs. I don't give a shit. I went into it like I am punting this year. I'm not going to win. Maybe I'll compete. I don't care. I went and I grabbed every player that I wanted to get, and it's been the funnest thing I've done in a long time. It's just been a blast.
If you're in fucking 8 dynasty leagues like me,
you got to try it in
30. How about 30? I'm not joking. Yeah,
you got to fuck around and try different shit. Like it's no fun.
Diversify your portfolio. You can't just go all in on one guy in every league.
Agreed.
By the way, Snacks, that one hurts me personally. I know Bush as well.
Who did he take?
He took Terry.
Ugh.
Scary Terry.
It's all right. We're gonna take Snacks' guy.
He has 3 quarterbacks and 2 receivers right now. He has no running backs.
You know what? That's fine. There's plenty of those, and they're short-lived anyway. I think that's a great strategy. I try to get one good one, and then I don't draft them anymore. Like I said, I'll wait. It's not 0 running back, but it's kind of it's close. It's the same thing.
Yeah. But he took three quarterbacks. Is Daniel Jones, Sam fucking Darnold, and Tua. It's not like he's going top end guys here.
I really don't know why the 3 quarterbacks early. Like maybe
Sam
1 or
Darnold.
2, and then wait. But he got his guys. He likes them.
For sure. By the way, Noah's doing a good job as well. He's got Kyler Goff, Andrew Swift, and Akers. So he's got a good lineup there. Kind of mirroring what we got a little bit.
Except for Goff, man. He's on a great team, but that dude is so replaceable.
Yeah. I think Goff is pretty undervalued for mainly that reason. It's because everyone just assumes he's going to be gone soon. It's like he's not.
I mean, they had to restructure his contract, which I feel like for your main quarterback, your go-to guy, not a great look.
Probably not. But I still think he's going to be the quarterback there for at least.
I like him in fantasy. He's going to put up points. I'm just saying.
He's going to throw the ball 550 plus times probably. I think
to be honest.
I personally think Akers is going to struggle his rookie year because he can't run like the way he did at Florida State with a bad offensive line in the NFL too. The defensive linemen are just too athletic to do what he did, and I think they're going to have to throw a lot this year.
Yeah. I mean, Tyler Higbee's the move in redraft leagues. He's going to be an absolute freak this year.
Tyler Higbee, I can't do it.
Is he not behind Everett on the depth chart coming into the year?
No, I don't think so. They paid him.
Gerald Everett stinks. You can't.
They paid Higbee and they didn't pay Everett. So I don't think he's behind him on the depth chart, but I do think it's going to be kind of a split tight end situation.
Todd Gurley off the board. Oh no.
I don't hate Todd Gurley off the board. You're trying to win. What's his team like?
Todd Gurley. Nah, I mean Todd Gurley this year.
He'd be good this year.
He's going to push 1,200 total yards, and I mean,
Barnett is.
Barnett
is all in on win now, dude. He's got Aaron Jones, who's not going to be a Packer next year. He's got Todd Gurley. He's got fucking. His receivers are all right. They're not too bad.
I can't do it with Todd Gurley. I just can't.
Yeah,
I don't think he's very good.
Gurley
anymore.
I think Gurley is great. I just don't know if he has it anymore. That's an amazing running back.
That's either going to be a great value pick or the worst pick of his draft. And
I usually when I'm drafting, I try and stick to the draft. It's not that hard. Just draft good players in fantasy football. And if I don't believe in the guy's talent, I don't want to draft him.
Well said. Yeah.
I think Gurley's a good pick at that spot in that round. But
for sure.
bad pick for that team,
this
though.
spot, he
Really,
can definitely hit.
Yeah,
Really
good value. I agree with that. Yeah, good value there.
Yeah.
At that
So,
spot.
like if I have a guy like ranked at like, for example, I think in my rankings, like redraft wise, I'm just gonna talk about this because it's easier to think of for 1 year. I think I have Dobbins one spot behind Gurley in my rankings, but there's no way I would draft Gurley over Dobbins.
Number one.
I just kind of have it there because
Dobbins
like
fan in the world, or the least favorite fan of Todd Gurley. I mean, I think for 1 year, Todd Gurley is worth a flyer in the 5th round. You know what I mean? I think
I'd rather take receivers there. I'd rather just get my running backs early and get a receiver in the 5th round. Those running backs in that range have like historically not been good. Like the past
I honestly,
years.
like obviously, like I would say, like past, I don't know. I don't like taking running backs in like rounds 5 to 7. Like my main cutoff is probably around early 4. I just like locking up the position. I love locking up my quarterbacks and my running backs early. So obviously, we saw here we got the Mahomes and we got the Hilaire and Dobbins going. So. That's typically how I like doing it. I like locking up those 2 most valuable positions and then just stocking up good, talented receivers. Like
the receivers in the round, like rounds 4 through 7, are just ridiculously good values.
Yeah, like
every year too. It's like that.
I'm gonna put this one to the room. So I think Gurley's a good value pick at the end of 5, but I think it's a terrible pick for that team. When you're sitting in these mid rounds, how much do you value just the value of a player versus the fit for the team that you've drafted thus far? Does that come into play for you guys?
Definitely. Like I look at how my team is structured, right? So if I have a structure, if I'm taking a lot of young potential guys and like really rebuilding to compete where they're all hitting their peaks in like 3 years, that's what I kind of like doing. So like, for example, hypothetically, if I'm building a super young team, and I look at, I don't know, let's just see hypothetically who's on the board. Like an Amari Cooper versus a Cortland Sutton. I think that Amari Cooper may outproduce Cortland Sutton next year. But in terms of the longevity, I think Cortland Sutton is going to end up ultimately outproducing him 3 years from now when I have the rest of my team really hitting their peak. So that's just kind of how I evaluate. I know it may not be like the most used strategy, but if I'm building a team that's just win now, I got to put all my eggs in the basket. I'm getting guys that are similar peaks to each other. Whereas if I'm building like a Terry McLaurin or something like that, I'm not just going to add, I don't know, give me a random vet receiver down here. Like I'm not just going to take Jarvis Landry just to take him. Like, you know what I mean? Or not Adam Thielen, perfect
like
example.
If you have him ranked higher, you're not just going to pick him because he's ranked higher.
Exactly. Like I'm not going to pair Adam Thielen with Terry McLaurin because they're going to completely peak at different times, right? So, like, I don't know. That's how I view fantasy a lot of times, especially in terms of constructing a dynasty roster, because you just the worst place to be in dynasty is in the middle. So you want all your guys to be the best at one point. Yeah.
Jarvis Landry wasn't the best example. Thielen was. Jarvis Landry has been consistent. You could put him on any team with any quarterback, and that guy's going to be money. But I see what you're like. You don't have to worry about him peaking. You know what you're getting every time. But with how long is he going to play at that level? And if you're building a young team, he's kind of like an also ran. Like I just added this guy, but it doesn't fit the makeup of the team.
So is there anybody in here that says, fuck team construction, I'm a best guy available at any spot in the mid rounds, or anybody that feels that way in Dynasty?
I'm very adamantly against that in any kind of fantasy format. Because when people say you got to draft based on value is subjective. Like the ADP doesn't mean shit once the ball hits the leather. So I don't care what the value says. If I I'll give you an example. Hopefully this guy doesn't get taken on me, but I love Darius Slayton this year. I think he's like in Dynasty in general. I think he's a top 24 asset at receiver. I will reach on him a round or two if I have to. I don't care. I'm not picking. I don't know who's going ahead of him. That I don't.
Let me just check right now. Like
Brandon
Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk going ahead of him.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton's a good example. I'm not picking T.Y. Hilton, even if I'm trying to compete this year over Darius Slayton, because I can get him later. It's like playing the ADP game. Like,
and T.Y. Hilton's 30 years old, so
I'm not trying to get too cute. I'm like, if I love the guy, if I believe in him, I think Darius Slayton's going to outscore T.Y. Hilton this year.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah, when you start thinking in terms of how long is this guy going to be a productive player, when you're drafting guys who are 30, 31 years old, Mark Ingram, T.Y. Hilton, you're on borrowed time. it's let's say it's 1 or 2 years of whatever level of productivity that they have now. Let's just say that's what they carry on for the next year or two. You're still losing because you're not getting a player who might be peaking or close to their peak years like a Darius Slayton. You're basically you're taxing yourself and you're just trying to win now. You're forsaking your future. What's that cost to you? It's almost like a sunk cost when you're drafting an old player like that. Old. You're talking about 30 years old as old.
I think it's a little underrated about fantasy too. Is we ultimately play this game for fun. I want to have fun watching my team.
Exactly.
Like I don't want to pick players I don't like because like I'm not gonna have fun watching them. And especially if I miss on them, if I miss on a player I didn't like, I'm like, why the hell would I ever pick this guy?
Yeah.
Like I'm just
for example. Like, are you like? Let's use our team hypothetically. For example, we're going to be tuning into Chiefs games and just watching Patrick Mahomes and Clyde Edwards-Helaire
like
go
that's
to work.
just fun to watch.
That's fun. like I remember, I
have fun watching Mahomes, and I'm not a Chiefs fan, but yeah, that's exactly why I became such a big proponent of fantasy football and got into it. Is because I was a Browns fan and they sucked. So I had players that I have to watch college players.
That's
I watched
why
a
I
lot of
love the
college
draft
ball.
because I'm a Bucs fan.
Heck,
Yeah.
I ended up. So when McCaffrey was going into year 2, I remember he was like a late second round type value, and basically it was my keeper league at the time. And I remember I took him. I had the back-to-back. I ended up selling Odell, but I ended up taking him at 201. I reached on him a little bit, and I mean, looking back on that, that's the best pick I ever freaking
passed
made.
on him for Larry Fitzgerald that year.
I know. Don't you want to kick your own ass? I mean, when you do stuff like that, you're like,
I've
man,
never picked a safe receiver again after that.
Yeah.
Safe receiver is literally a
We've all
destiny.
been there, buddy.
I could beat that. I passed on CMC to take Jerick McKinnon.
Oof.
You got to draft a little later, bud.
That's awful.
By the way, I was also going to mention the year Kareem Hunt went off too. That was that. So the McCaffrey pick was the year after. The year Kareem Hunt went off, we ended up doing our draft a week before the season started. So that was when Spencer Ware was already out. Everything was already established. I remember Kareem Hunt had like a late 4th, early 5th type ADP because everybody's like, oh, rookie running back. I don't know about this. Yada, yada, yada. I took Kareem Hunt, the first pick of the 3rd round. So I reached on him a good maybe almost 2 rounds pretty much. And people are like, oh my God, wow, like you're really investing in this rookie running back. I'm like, I've seen this kid play. I see the opportunity. He's going to get touches. That offense is going to be good. Give me the potential. If I miss on this pick, oh well. But the potential is there. He ended up finishing as a top 5 back, and nobody's going to talk about how I reached on him at the beginning of the 3rd round.
My one buddy dropped him the week or the day before Spencer Ware went down. We drafted I think it was 5 days before that game that Spencer Ware got hurt in. And my buddy took like a late round flyer on him, like a 15th round pick on him or whatever. And he dropped him for someone. I don't even remember who it was. And I picked him up.
That's what happened to me too. It was the same year as the McCaffrey. So I was a big Cortland Sutton fan coming in. I was a big so I just stuck with it. My whole friends, they all knew. So I'm like, okay, whatever. That was like my 13th, 14th round pick. I'll take them. And this was like a couple weeks before the season started. So you don't draft a kicker in that time frame, just so you don't know who you want to drop for the kicker, right?
Exactly.
So in the last round, I picked Kenny Golladay, right? Before the season started, 3 days before the season, I'm like, fuck, I need a kicker. I didn't end up drafting one, right? It was between Cortland Sutton and Kenny Golladay who to cut that year. So that was 2 years ago, obviously, before Sutton broke out this year. And I ended up keeping Sutton. And looking back on that, Kenny Golladay ended up finishing as a top 10 receiver. So
that's an L.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, boys,
that one hurt
off because I got to start my Saturday, even though I golfed for 3 hours.
I hate you so much. The golf courses are not open where I live.
I need to get my wife. Tomorrow's Mother's Day, and since we're all under quarantine, I told my wife I'd get her something to eat. For some reason, she wants me to pick up Red Lobster for her. So
get that.
I'm going to do that tomorrow. I'm smoking a turkey for her mom's coming to our house. I'm smoking a whole turkey. We're going to do almost like a Thanksgiving kind of meal. So
that's elite.
That's Red Lobster.
Tonight's Red Lobster. Yeah, she I can't remember what it is. The one with the crab legs and the lobster.
You got to get the cheddar biscuits, brother. Get the cheddar biscuits.
The Jameis Winston special.
I think that's what they call it.
Yeah.
Hey, good talking to you, bootleg.
Later.
See you, man.
Are we coming up on a pick soon, Danny?
I'll tell you, we have 702, so that is just a round later.
Okay.
There's still a bunch of guys I honestly like at that pick.
Yeah, so guys, we promised 3 rounds, and I think we were going into 6. So that's just kind of a taste of our live. We're gonna probably still hang around and talk a little bit for a little bit, but again, getting our Saturday going, and we moved the time of the draft a little bit longer. We moved it to 4 hours. So we hope you guys enjoyed this kind of live stream.
Wait, is anybody watching?
Potentially.
Do you got the numbers?
I like to think so. We got 5 people watching right now. You all are all.
Hey, Tyler, are you streaming this to YouTube? Where's it streaming?
This is on our channel, Fantasy Stock Exchange on YouTube.
Okay, cool.
If you guys want to shout out anything real quick before we kind of end the live,
have you talked about what we're gonna do with this league after, like why they should be interested in this league?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. I'll talk about that. We're gonna do a kind of a fun video for Saturdays in the off season. Where we do, like, GOG came out today. That's a really fun video. We did most dominant college players of the BCS era. So check that video out if you guys haven't. So we're kind of dedicating our Saturdays to those kind of fun videos, quiz videos, league videos. So we're just trying to keep Saturday like a flexible, fun video for you guys to just casually watch. And then the fantasy content in season as well. So this league will be brought up a bunch. Kind of gave some introduction to some players in the league that you guys may have not met yet. We got our interview series rolling. Those will be coming out on Sundays, so you'll get to know the league mates in that aspect as well. So that's kind of why this league is important, I guess. At least for the fact that we're all having a lot of fun too, it makes it important as well.
Yeah,
For sure. Yeah,
we doing shout outs before you turn it off? I got a shout out real quick.
Do it.
Go ahead.
Here's a throwback to my glory days, Madman. I don't know if your glory days matched up with mine, but if you
Probably
get the time,
Oh, you mean the time frame? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
if you get the time here in quarantine, listeners, go Google Heather I Deep Throat. She's very good at what she does. Okay. That's all I got with you.
We almost had such a clean stream, and then you just
Fantastic fucking videos, man.
All
It's
right.
a throwback. Okay, it's a ways back.
Ways
But Jesus
back. Yeah,
Christ.
yeah.
Before the Manscaped Lawnmower 2.0, I'm guessing.
Yes, I don't know what that is.
Not a sponsor.
full
maybe.
jungle bush over here.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
You know, Bush has got a jungle.
Nah.
I think it's a generational thing. Madman, you got a full bush down there. You clean it
Can
up.
we not?
Oh, man, I gotta do a little man.
I'm ending the stream.
Plus, it makes it look bigger.
Turn
so
the
she
fucking
likes it.
screen off, Tyler.
It does make it look a little bigger when it's clean, but
Yeah.
it's all right.
Oh my gosh.